or streaming?
Both.
Okay.
BB Live. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome, one and all in one, and everything in between, to another exciting, awesome episode of Lost Ones here on Low Initiative, Twitch slash YouTube, whatever you're watching it on. If the numbers don't lie, no one. Um, so when last we saw the members of this party, you guys were finishing your deep dive into the underground of the home isles. Your quest led you to an underground chamber where you guys met a very friendly mushroom man, um, who gave you guys a lot of information and assistance, in trying to find your way out and dealing with the threat that you guys had faced. Um, the mutated goblin folk. You guys found a door in that chamber, and it led to a underground stockroom laboratory. It's hard to say. There was a lot of instruments, desks, notes, and various things, but it seemed to be directly connected to the area where you guys first awoke at the beginning of the story. Um, you guys had found notes that matched the handwriting of the two examples of handwriting that you had found there, and a few other things that seem beyond the normal scope of what you have experienced on the Isles. Things relegated specifically to this, from the stone structure to the design of the door, it all matched up. And in there, you guys found a healthy helping of spark powder. And with that, you guys devised a plan to just chuck it at the goblins. Well, you guys devised like 35 plans, maybe. But we'll get to that. So you guys grabbed the supplies, started making your way towards the goblin domain. You guys came under attack a little bit. You guys blew one of their heads off, and basically the other one didn't want to mess with you guys. Eventually, you guys made it to the Goblin Chamber, where you had found that the true leader, this queen, this dark being that was leading these mutated goblins, was it in itself a troll. Um, you guys got to experience its birth and society, or birthing and society rules, sort of. What little you guys observed, and you guys also were able to find one of the members of the scouting party. He was still alive, and you guys had decided that because of his injuries, and the fact that it seemed like he would be okay, that you guys decided to basically get him out of this kind of, best way to describe it, a fungus cocoon. He had some injuries, but you guys got him out of there and pulled him out of the chamber. And upon observing the room that the goblins and the troll were in, you guys, Kestrel had noticed that there were veins of the spark powder all throughout the outer walls of the chamber. So you guys decided to go ahead with your plan of chucking in the spark powder. And upon throwing it, Stone had realized that one of the scouts were indeed in the chamber, the female scout. I should probably pull up their name so I don't just keep calling them by their description, because I'm horrible with names, even names I create. There we go.
Jeff. Yeah.
No, Jeff is not one of them.
Oh.
The girl guard?
Yes,
Tori.
Tori. Um, but it was already too late. The spark powder had already left, Stone's hand, and it exploded, igniting the entire room in a great ball of fire. Um, as Kestrel and Stone ran from the chamber, the explosion caught both of them, injuring one a little bit more than the other. Stone had succumbed to major and grievous wounds, and exhausted, tired, hungry, the entire party had to be basically dragging each other out of there, until eventually you guys came to the surface. Scales, being the most, awake and healthy of the group, ran for help. Eventually finding one of the guards.
One of the dumb ones.
Charles?
Jed.
Yeah.
Jed.
Jen? Okay.
Yeah. Jed, who is the dumb dwarf one. I mean, they're all kind of dumb, but
No, wait, I
he's
thought the
dwarf
dwarf one was dead. The older man was the one who was alive.
no, guards,
Yeah,
not
guards.
scouts.
Oh,
Guards.
scouts. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Remember, the guards are Jeff, Jed, Josephine, and Jebediah. They are the all human, but the Jed is a dwarf. So you guys were saved, rescued, and upon some of the townspeople coming to the forest where you guys had emerged near town to start getting you guys onto stretchers and tend to your wounds, the last of you scales had passed out, and that's where we left off. So first, before we begin, you all hear a voice, a familiar voice. The voice of the dealer. So, the first hand was dealt, and you all succeeded. For that, I think you deserve a reward. So, first off, I would like to reward the crowning achievement. Stone, Moose, shall be rewarded a choice card token. Next, everyone shall receive one chance card. If you still have a choice card, you only receive one. If you do not, you receive two. So Stone and Auntie, aka Rye, you get one chance. Poi and Amiki, you get two. So, do you guys see at the bottom corner the deck of chance?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah.
If you would, we'll start with Miki. Go ahead and draw a card.
Okay. 2? Or just one?
Just draw one, and then the other one.
Okay. The wizard.
Okay. Next one.
Next one. Press the wrong button by accident. And the black cat.
Okay. And you do not have any copies?
I do not have any copies. In total, I have a shield, a wizard, and a black cat.
Okay. Next one. Auntie. Go ahead and draw.
Sorry, I was cleaning my glasses. Hold on. Do I just click here, draw?
You click draw and then you type in the number, so click draw and then 1.
Yes. Thank you for giving me that answer, because I honestly only know what it's like on this end.
Alright, drew one. Alright, I see it.
And then you hover over the card. You should have a card symbol above your name, and then click on
Okay.
there.
Yes.
I got a shield.
Okay. Kestrel. Go ahead and draw 2.
Okie dokie, one sec.
So you want to do 1 and 1.
That's the first one. Let's see.
Am I only supposed to have one card in my inventory?
Yeah.
You still
Oh,
have
also,
a choice token.
Okay.
Make sure
got a
that's written down somewhere, because it seems like you're the only one who ever forgets that you have it.
My first one is a shield,
Okay.
and the second one is. I have 2 shields actually.
Okay. Go ahead and get rid of one of those shields and just draw another one.
Okay. so
Mulligan.
How do you delete it?
Hold on a second.
I think the GM has to do that. I think.
Okay. Draw again.
Yep.
Another shield.
Okay.
Do it again.
And just start taking all of these.
Okay, a wizard.
Okay.
I would laugh my ass off if I was on shields. It's like, damn man, you sure this deck isn't stacked?
Would you like me to read out what they each do?
I
got
mean,
it.
you guys all have the rules correct?
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
I
that
mean,
should
it's
be
been
fine.
forever since we. Sure. Yeah. All right.
Again, do you have the link to the thing I spent like an hour making?
Ow.
Sure, someone
Ow.
logged.
I'll post it just in a second. There you go.
It has all the rules for the cards. Okay. Real quick. There it goes. Ah, much better. For some reason I couldn't see your guys' cards. I fixed it though. Okay, and once Stone arrives, they will be given their cards as well. So, and you see the two hands appear out of nowhere and begin shuffling cards. Let's see how the next hand goes. And at this moment, Scales, you wake up.
Wait, I open my eyes a bit. Where do I be?
You find yourself in one of the beds in Doc's office.
I'll just like slowly get up, take in my surroundings, see who's in the room with me.
You see all of your compatriots resting, very deeply in the bed. And over in one of the chairs, you see, what can best be described as a humanoid shape with a sheet thrown over it.
I gotta stop coming to this place. Oh.
But you feel different. Cleansed, lighter, clearer head. Some of the fog that you've had since the beginning seems to be uplifted. Your memories, information is clearer in your head. Go ahead and under in the trait section of your character sheet, go ahead and add one
Okay.
for skills. I would like you in this moment to go choose 2 skills that you would like proficiency in.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Don't really want to think. Because I need to
You
remember.
need the skill list.
Yes. I did have a skill list up, but I lost it somewhere. Hang on.
It's
Okay, I got it.
okay, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. Think.
Just calm down. Okay.
I
There's no immediate danger.
I know. I just like to think. Okay, I would like to do a histories.
Did you just write those down?
Okay, just write them down. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Got them.
And basically, if those rolls come up, just add a +2 to it.
Okay.
Is that clear to everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure isn't yes or okay. So are you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So you feel clearer, better, well rested too.
Nice.
You are currently hooked up to an IV.
I'm just gonna turn my look around and be like, they're like my friends and allies, look alright, well rested.
They're kind of all just in bed. It's kind of hard to tell. The lights in this room are pretty dim.
I'm gonna check my gums. Just be like, Bullifan
You
specifically.
have two little nubbins.
Teethy nubbins or gum nubbins?
Yes.
Okay.
No, the tooth nubbins.
Yay! With that, girls is
It
just gonna
is-
smile. Just be like,
It is currently dark.
Mhm.
From here you do see the lack of light coming from the outside window.
Mhm.
So you probably assume it's nighttime. You have no idea how long it's been. That's a big shoulder shrug, but you're feeling pretty good.
With that, knowing she has toothy nubbins, she's just gonna smile, see her friends still asleep, and just quickly like tuck back in Jenny. Like, this is nice. This is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You lay there.
I'm just laying until something else happens.
How long are you planning on waiting? Because this could be a day. You don't know.
Hey, which
He
means
did
you
say it
go-
was night, right?
Yeah, it's in the middle of the night. So,
I'll wait a good 5 minutes probably.
okay, 5 minutes pass, nothing happens.
Cool.
You
I
hear
might-
the occasional snore. That's about it.
I'm just like, it's my IV fins, and like, you know how on hospitals you have the pole and you can carry the pole around and stuff.
I mean, it's on a stand. There's
Yeah,
no
it's on the
wheels or
stand. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, with the medical training that you guys went through with the medical stuff,
Mhm.
you know that you could probably remove it, if there's some nearby galls or something to just,
I'm gonna
keep everything.
leave that bit. We'll be like,
Okay.
hey Doc, are you awake under there?
No response. Because I'm assuming you're saying it quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no response.
I'm gonna wait another, say, 5 minutes, get impatient, and then do the whole IV takeout.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do so. There's a little dribble, but nothing major. There's
Cool.
plenty of galls and other bandages around in the office, so it's too easy to grab some.
I'm just gonna leave, see if I can find like an awake person.
Okay, are you gonna go out the front door, or are you gonna go through the side door that goes to the other parts of his office?
What I presume the exit to the places.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to leave the hospital?
Yeah, leave.
Okay. You are currently in just a little, like, nighting gown, kind of like doctor, hospital gown.
That's fine.
Okay. You get yourself, situated with the IV. You open up the door.
Mhm.
You see the road. It's a kind of cool night. Not, like, cold, but cool.
Mhm.
You see these street lights, dotting the road. But for the most part, it's quiet. You don't see anyone. There's no movement. All seems silent.
Where was the kid staying at? Damn it, I forgot.
You were instructed that he was going to be staying at your guys' place.
Oh, okay, I can remember
Mrs.
first.
Crossfire would come by every day to make sure everything was okay.
Okay, I'll go back to home.
So you're going to walk all the way down to the house with what you have on?
I mean, yeah, I don't have my stuff.
Sure. You also didn't look. Okay, so you begin walking down the road.
Mhm.
It takes a few to get it, to your house.
Mhm.
The wind keeps blowing, so you have to, like, keep one arm, like, keeping the back part of your gown closed. But eventually you make it to your house. The lights are off.
It's funny. I've heard of leaving against medical advice. I don't think I've ever heard of leaving without medical advice.
Got up and left.
I just like knock on the door first, see if it's open.
Okay, you knock on the door.
Mhm.
Nothing.
Is it openable?
You check the door. It opens.
Hello?
Silence.
Hey, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. I'm just gonna look around for the kid, like upstairs and stuff.
You check his room, you check your room, you check everyone else's room. The house seems empty.
Huh.
Unless he's hiding somewhere. You know, I mean, there's no clear sign that he's here.
Hey kid, we're back. Expected a little fanfare or something. Hmm. I'm just gonna head back. Just feeling like a little like.
Are you
A
gonna
little
grab
bit-
any of your spare clothes or anything? Or are you
Yeah,
just
well,
gonna head back?
yeah, I'll grab my spare clothes. I'll grab my dress and whatnot.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get some clothes on.
Yeah.
Are you gonna leave your gown there?
I'll take the gown with me.
So you spend a while walking back. Auntie,
Yeah.
you begin to stir.
Oh. Mhm.
You find yourself in the Hosdoc bedding area. You see some other bodies on the bed. One bed that is clearly empty. Looks like someone was there with an IV and stuff set up, but that bed is empty. You also see a chair with a humanoid shape, kind of in it, with a sheet over it.
Do I have the IV in?
Yes.
And you said this is kind of like just a pick-upable kind of
Yeah.
iron.
It's basically just on a simple metal bar, and it comes down to like like a flat like 3-point kind of prong stance kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of bed and just pick that up.
Okay, it's too easy.
And you said there's a covered person over there?
Yes.
Just gonna walk over to it and loudly kind of clank the IV thing next to him.
Okay. You immediately clink it, and it echoes through this room. Besides like some cupboards and a few things, it's this area is kind of kept pretty bare. There is a pretty loud echo. It is a nice hard like linoleum floor. Immediately you hear something in the other room, like a bit away, like shift, and the sheet flings forward, and there you see the child, the kid.
Oh.
Roll me a perception check in this darkness.
Was I correct?
Yes. Also, I almost forgot. Your head also feels clearer. Go ahead and just mark 2 skills down.
Okay.
If one of them was going to be perception, just let me know.
It wasn't.
Okay. Well, you write that down. The kid is taller. What used to be an 8-year-old kid or a 6-year-old kid who looked 8. I mean, the best guess, this kid looks about 13 now. He is quite a few inches taller. Which is probably why you didn't immediately recognize the shape. Because, yeah, he's much larger.
Oop, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh,
Auntie! And he just immediately, the sheet gets flung to the ground, and he just comes in for a hug.
am I sore at all, or am I fine?
You're feeling pretty good.
Alright, I embrace the hug.
I thought you guys would never. And then he kind of looks over at the empty bed. Where's Scales? Where did Scales go? And there's like a moment of panic, like, oh my god,
Easy, easy. I just woke up. I'm sure she woke up a little bit ago too, probably.
But what if she wandered off? And then as he's like kind of looking underneath the bed, you see the side door kind of creak open, and you see Doc kind of come in and rubbing his eyes underneath his glasses. He's like, oh, you're awake. Oh, that's good. Where did Scales go? I don't know, Doctor. She's gone.
I literally just woke up.
He just like rubs the bridge of his nose. He's like, I'll go look for her. Are you feeling fine?
I feel as right as rain.
Have a seat. I'll be with you in a minute. And he starts like walking out the front door. The kid goes, "Oh, it's so good to see you, Auntie," and he turns and follows the doctor. Doc, I'm coming. And they both exit out the front.
Sweet.
Scale.
I'm gonna go back to napping.
Okay. You lay down. You're pretty rested. Um, Scales. You're kind of going back home. Scales. 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 Scales.
I was gonna say, do I recognize the kid's voice?
There's a slight crack to it, and it sounds a little bit different.
Okay.
Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. You're like, is that the kid? Kid. Sounds close enough.
Scales!
Kid! It just
and
like go over to whoever to hear the voice.
yeah, you come down the street, and eventually, you call out, and you see Doc kind of come out in between two buildings. You're, just a few buildings out from his dock place. It's like, oh, there he is. Hey, kid. And after a couple seconds, you see the kid run out, and you notice the changes, because of the street lights.
Hey!
And
I
he
was
just
looking for
runs
you.
straight over to you, tackle, hug. It's not like a full-on tackle, but
Yeah.
you weren't, like your lungs just, like there's a little bit of that.
Easy,
And
easy.
he's picking you up like you're a couple inches off the ground right now.
They swept her off her feet.
Don't scare me like that. Let's get you back down. And Doc is just
I'm
staring and kind
fine.
of shaking his head.
I'm fine. I was just looking for someone with, that
I
was
there.
alive.
I was waiting for you.
Sorry. I didn't see you there, kid. Man, you've gone tall. What have they been feeding you?
He's slowly encroaching your height.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Doc just kind of points right to his office.
Yeah.
And giving you that parent look of like, go inside now.
Okay.
You can tell like he's tired.
Yeah. Sorry.
And Auntie, after like 5 or so minutes, you see the door open again, and Doc, the kid, and Scales are coming in.
Hey.
Oh, you found her?
I just went to check the home, see if anyone was there. I wondered if there was going to be a little fanfare, but no, it's fine. We're all good.
I'm sorry.
No, don't
I
worry,
should-
kid.
I
Don't.
should have done something, but
No.
as you guys came here, I've been here the last few days.
Kid. I'm just going to give the kid a hug and pat on the head. You did good.
Please don't leave me behind again.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. You doing okay there, Auntie?
I feel perfectly fine. Wonder if the rest have woken up yet, though.
And Doc looks at you, Scales, and points to your bed.
I got it. I'm already like tucking in there. I'm getting a duvet on me. I'm going back to being sick mode.
Yeah. He immediately just kind of like gives you the narrow eyes, then walks over to Auntie. He does like the normal routine. He gets a thermometer, checks your temperature, checks your heart rate and stuff like that. Does a blood pressure check, and then he finishes it up, Auntie, by taking out your IV. Feeling fine?
Feel better with a cigarette.
We'll get to that. Let's make sure everything's working first.
That reminds me, Doc. I need to have a private word with you at one point.
Oh.
Remind me.
I'll try. A lot been going on since you guys have been gone. And he gets up and goes over to your bed, Scales, and does the same.
Yeah.
But the good news is the disappearances have stopped. We have a new crater a little bit close to town. I'm sure you guys could explain that one. Happened not too long before, we got word that you guys were here and back.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give Auntie that look and be like, Yeah, we did something.
We exploded things.
No, okay,
Ooh,
you're fine.
that reminds me, Auntie. You know how you were saying how like poisonous snakes they get their teeth back?
Vaguely.
I'm getting my teeth back. I try to show my little
wonderful.
nubbins. Hmm.
I give a kind of a parental like, that's so wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
I guess that means you could put your baby teeth in a jar.
That's a fair point. I look around for my stuff.
You do not see it in the immediate area. And Doc kind of grabs your chin, looks at you real quick. I burned most of your guys' stuff. There was too
Wait.
much contamination, and I didn't want any
Wait,
spread.
did you burn all the drink containers?
Yes. The only thing I have left are those strange funguses you brought back. I have a few of those in an isolation unit to study.
Oh, my teeth are in
Along
one of
with...
those.
Oh, well, they're to crisp now. So how are you feeling? Fine?
Never better. Apart
Okay.
from my baby teeth. Oh.
Well, they're growing back, so don't be a whiner.
They would be stronger than the baby teeth.
So for a bit of bad news, you two were probably in the best shape. The other two sustained a little bit more, let's say, damage than the rest of you.
Yeah.
As he points over to one bed. Kestrel will probably be out probably for the rest of the night, if not another day. He mostly had a bad case of tetanus and
Mm.
just he was not doing well. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to tell me what happened down there, but he was not in great shape, and the injury stone accrued. While they're healing at a rapid pace, she still needs a little bit of recovery time.
Yeah.
You burnt the suits before you looked at them, right?
Well, I had to inspect you all as you came in.
And you know we never speak about the dysentery.
Oh, we will, in length. Bill
Never.
would also like to receive a report of what happened as well. We're all very curious. And in other good news, the Charles would also like to extend his thank you to you all.
Love game. Who's Charles again?
I think it's the guy we
Charles
rescued.
Older
Yeah.
like scout, yeah.
Gotcha.
Got rescued.
Yeah.
He is alive. He's in an isolation unit. There were a few bits of organic matter that were still attached to him. He's doing fine. We've removed most of it. He has been awake a few times. He's definitely a trooper. But he did tell us that they had been captured after being separated and that you all dragged him out of there. There are many who would like to offer their thanks to you.
It's nothing to be thankful for. We just did what we had to.
Well, I'm sure his wife would like to give thanks.
Oh, if she insists, maybe we can have a good meal.
Well, I mean, she does own the night stop.
Maybe get some of that food that they've been feeding you, headed kids. You're really tall.
Speaking of, what have they been feeding you?
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfrost has been teaching me how to cook all sorts of food. Had something called a shepherd's pie. Had something called lasagna or bacon lasagna. Had something called a taco. It was really good. So many good foods. But yeah, and like he looks over at the doc kind of sheepishly. He's like, yeah, I still have no explanation. The kid is just, he's growing. So far everything seems fine. He's healthy. He's um, even taking up more activities around town. I've heard that he's been helping Frank around the last week.
Well,
Yeah,
that's nice.
Frank's been teaching me how to punch.
Well, that's always useful.
I mean, you guys
Yeah,
even
she's really strong. It hurts when she punches you.
maybe if you get really big, you can join us on the next expedition.
Yeah, that's why I was training with Frank.
Yeah.
And Doc kind of rolls his eyes. He's like, "Well, the two of you are fine. Um, the other two are. I'm keeping them mildly sedated for now. They need their rest and recovery. Probably won't
They
be
work. Go ahead.
probably won't be tonight that they recover or wake. So if you wanted to, you guys could head home.
Where are they being kept? Are they in the same room?
He just kind of gestures to two other beds that have people on them.
I might go grab something and come back. Maybe
Uh,
grab food.
Yeah, I mean that's perfectly fine. But I was up kind of late last night dealing with some surgery on Charles, so if there's no other emergency, I'm gonna head to bed.
Okay.
But oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I can probably have the conversation in the morning. I need to, probably best to be fully awake for that.
But of course, I need sleep.
Yeah.
It's been nothing but medical and research since you guys have left or came back. Both with the fungus samples from Charles and those strange orange-yellow ones that you guys brought back. Some very interesting properties I've noticed with them.
Those orange ones are a lifesaver. Just putting it out there.
Literally, yes. It's probably one of the reasons why Stone is recovering so quickly. Same with you all.
Speaking of, Stone could probably give the most insight on well everything that happened.
Well, again, once you are all up and recovered, Bill would like to talk to you. I'm sure he's been stopping by every day, so once he stops by in the morning, I'll let him know that the two of you woke up. So if you're not
No.
here, I'll just point him to your guys' place.
Okay.
You mind if I use this bed until my friends wake up? I'm feeling like just waiting here until the whole group's up. Well, after getting smoking and eating.
That's perfectly fine. I can't help you with either of those, but just don't make too much of a ruckus.
Oh, when do I ever?
He just narrow eyes over at Scales. Uh-huh. And then he just turns and leaves.
I mean, I can go home if you like.
He's already gone.
I'll stay.
Well, and Auntie's gonna get up and stretch her back. How about we go for a walk? I think they're gonna be asleep for a little while. And what was the last time you went for a moonlight stroll?
Auntie, as you get out and get up, you just have your little gown on.
I can go home and get you some clothes.
I'll walk with you. I have no indecency.
That's fair. No one has decency anymore.
Literally, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip the gown around like a robe and tie it tightly on the front.
Sure. Yeah, there's definitely some spare gowns. So you guys head out the front door, and as you guys are walking, like kind of on the sidewalk, the kid immediately gets in between you two and like takes, each of your inside hands in one of his, and he's kind of like, little kid, kind of like, yeah.
I have a question.
It's a little weird because he's now basically a preteen.
Alright, Scales, I have a question if you want to try this with me.
Oh.
Can we try doing the thing where we lift up the kid as we're walking? Just like have him kind of like, when you skip and the kid could be lifted up a little bit.
Sure.
Sure.
I need a strength check from both of you.
I want to try.
Okay. Um, Scales, you start like lifting, and for a moment, like with the walking, he like gets a little bit of air, but immediately the whole group starts tipping towards Auntie's side, and you guys almost fall over, but you give up Scales, and his feet, his 1 foot touches the ground, and he just kind of sidesteps. This kid's surprisingly heavy, even for his size. It almost feels like there's an extra like 30 to 40 pounds of weight that does not exist.
Motherfucker's dense.
Kind of, yeah.
I was gonna,
Auntie's trying to not show the strain, but clearly the weakest of the group.
I was gonna,
Yeah, you assume that will not go well.
I was gonna say, kid, how long have we been out?
Oh, just let me see. It's been you guys arrived first night, second night, third night, 4 nights.
Okay, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, the doctor had you sedated for the first few days because he was worried of what infections or diseases you might have brought back to the town because, as he put it, you all looked really, really effed up.
We were, kid, we were.
And you guys' suits really stunk.
Yeah, those mushrooms, they stink. It was nothing else.
Oh, it didn't smell like the mushrooms. Those mushrooms actually smell kind of good.
No, what about the bad, evil mushrooms?
Oh, okay.
I just nod silently to Auntie, just like.
You guys are gonna collectively make this a hush hush thing. It's gonna be real hilarious when Stone or fucking Kestrel wakes up. Oh god, at least we don't smell like shit anymore. Who cleaned this shit out of my crib?
No, I will use one of my cards to make him fail.
I don't think any of the guards do that, but continue.
Sure. Yeah, but you guys eventually make it to your lovely abode.
Yeah.
It has that welcome home smell that the house always has.
Honestly, with you guys being out and the last bit of your senses being in the cave, you guys actually do get the mild sense of potpourri in the house and what smells like baked goods. Very faint, but it's there. You can, that little bit of like that baked flour and a little bit of sweetness in the air.
Real talk, my favorite thing of traveling as a kid is the smells when you come home.
Well,
I
they're there.
would say the same, but I have no sense of smell, so I don't know. Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, Auntie, as soon as she is in, is just like melting and like, oh, so good to be home. I need clothes. And immediately goes to her room.
Yeah, it's too easy. You guys had plenty of spare outfits, so you can just find one and put it on.
I am immediately gonna go to the bath. Just run it. I don't care if I'm already clean. I'm just gonna sit in a nice warm bath. That's got bubbles in there.
Okay. The kid helps you prepare it with all like the soaps and stuff like that. He's basically like, any moment you guys aren't naked or in the room, he's basically just hovering over you guys.
Yeah.
Like, so once you're like, hey, I need to take a bath, he leaves and immediately goes to Auntie and starts hovering around her. And if you guys are in the room at the same time, or you're separate areas at the same time, he'll just kind of sit in the hallway and wait.
Yeah, as soon as Auntie is like, I assume Auntie is just going to random chit chat with the kid while Scales is in the bath, but honestly is just enjoying being home more than anything.
She's
Yeah,
just
he'll tell you
enjoying the
about the new
comforts.
movie Sonic he saw. About a blue rat that is very, very strong, like super strong. And his friend Muckles, who is a weasel that is super fast.
His catchphrase, gotta go strong.
Yeah. Gotta be buff.
Gotta be buff.
And he likes Sonic. He wants to be just as strong as Sonic when he grows up. And then he starts debating of Then he starts a debate of like, who do you think would win in a fight, Sanic or Frank?
The big question is, which one would last longer against the indescribable bulk?
I mean, I don't know. The indescribable bulk. I mean, his strength is just indescribable.
I know, but
He
Sanic gotta
basically
go
just does
strong.
what the writers want.
True. But the true fact is, I think Frank could beat them both.
Yeah, she has a lot of weapons. I had to
Give
move
her
stuff
enough
up.
time.
There's a lot. Like his eyes go like wide as he's remembering the work he did. But that's how I got
Probably.
so strong. And he flexes, and you're surprised there's more muscle tone on his body as well.
Questioning if that's healthy for a growing boy, but then slowly push that mind out of her mind.
Maybe when he was still looking 8, but with his 13-year-old body, it's getting less weird.
It's less
looks
weird that he
more
has a
like-
six-pack.
Yeah, he
no
definitely is
longer-
rocking a 6-pack and shit now.
He's no longer Kid Gohan.
Yeah, he's Team Gohan. Actually, going off of Gohan's height and stuff in the story, no, he's actually taller than Gohan.
Really?
Gohan's
Team
short.
Gohan?
Team
Yeah.
Gohan is short.
Sure.
He was. He was like only like a foot taller.
Yeah.
Kid Gohan.
Yeah.
Really? Growth spurt somewhere in there. But anyway.
Basically between that and the Boo Saga.
Honestly.
Yeah, but you are dressed in the scales. You have your wonderful bath.
That's great. I'm just gonna come out like maybe a good solid hour later. Just be like,
And
that was
the
great.
kid, remembering that you guys wanted food, begins like prepping like leftovers and stuff like that. He basically begins like over prepping, and like there's baked goods, breakfast stuff that's left over, lunch stuff that's left over. He pulls out like the taco mix stuff that was left over. Like you just have a smorgasbord of just all the leftovers he's had.
I'd like to go into my room, grab like, I imagine I got like a squishable pillow. Just grab a single pillow, hug it, come downstairs. I miss comfortable things.
And I missed you.
I missed you too, kid.
Yeah, it's still a little weird to see a teenager like talk of someone who's a little bit younger.
Look, I just see these two as my kids, and I'm happy they're together.
No.
Don't read into that.
Also, just to let everyone know, since he has reached this age,
He now has a class. He's higher level than you.
no,
He is
Not
level
that.
5.
no, he's same level 0 as all of you.
Yay.
Oops, wrong page. Deleted.
Wait, did we just unlock our backgrounds because we have 2 skills? Is that technically what we just did?
Maybe. Do you all see that?
Uh,
Nice.
put a shirt on.
As you guys are aware, he has been rocking nothing but toga wear
That's true,
ever
yeah.
since arriving in the home isles. That's the
Yeah.
fashion he's stuck to. He's not the only one either. There are, like some of the, like the scaled skin or the Yanti people.
I
A
have
lot of
to
them rock that.
I have to ask, just because the character art does have a picture, does he have that scar on his side?
No, that's not a
Character
scar. That's
art.
like that's like the first bit of muscle tone.
Okay.
From
I
the
think
last
it's supposed to be.
Okay.
I can see where it would be seen as a scar, but I see what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Just making sure.
After what you need to do is you need to curve it slightly because you have where the deformation is to the side, but it's misaligned.
Okay, I'm not an artist, nor did I draw this, so you guys are barking up the wrong tree.
The art critique for later.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. And his hair is definitely longer. Probably use it for a haircut. Maybe. I don't know. He's just rocking it.
Yeah.
Alright, can I do something really cute then?
Sure.
As we're just like, I guess it would be whenever Snakes was in the bath and Auntie was getting dressed.
Snakes.
Auntie would offer, or Scales was in the bath. Auntie would offer to put the kid's hair up.
And he
Like-
will allow that.
All right, I will just do like kind of a. Is it long enough to braid?
That's gonna take some time.
How long was she
I
in the
don't know
bath?
if you know how to braid.
Let me see if I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll a dex check.
Oh, can't be intelligent. Okay.
Have you ever braided hair?
Woo!
You do the first braid pretty, by time she's out of the bathroom, you got, like a good braid or two going. And the rest of it
Question.
kind of pulled back into a ponytail, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So is it like that, like where it's like one braid in the front and then ponytail in the back? Is that how it is?
Essentially, I suppose.
So, like, you braided the bang.
Mm-hmm.
Cool beans, yep. So, Scales, you see his updated do.
This is nice.
Oh, I got food for you as you come in the room. And you see the feast.
I'm gonna look around. Is anything a mushroom?
Yes.
I'm gonna avoid a mushroom.
Okay.
I'm just putting it out
Actually,
there.
you probably wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, now that I think about it, visually now, you wouldn't know that it has mushrooms. Though
The
you probably
closest
would, though the
No.
bacon lasagna, you probably would have gotten a bite into it and then noticed the little specks and go, oh, that's mushroom, as you've already probably swallowed it.
Okay.
It's
Well,
delicious if it helps.
I'm having a lasagna, a log, and a taco.
Moose.
Hey,
Hello.
Aaron.
Yeah,
Eating
it's
for sure, knocked out still.
imagine the bacon lasagna of like a noodle sauce mix that is separated in layers of cheese and bacon,
Mm.
with mushrooms and good seasoning and stuff. But you guys have your feast. It is delicious.
See, what you could do is if you take a recipe like this, but you take the long noodles, the thin ones, you can mix it all together and it'd be like almost baked spaghetti,
You mean spaghetti?
but baked.
Spaghetti. You mean a lasagna?
Yes, but with spaghetti noodles.
I mean, then wouldn't it just be too much noodles?
See, that's the art of it.
He shrugs.
Scales is just enjoying something that's otherwise not predominantly mushroom.
Yeah. After the time you guys had having, field rations, which have flavor, but, are designed to last and not be the most delicious thing. Yeah, it's good. It's a godsend. Like, your guys' mouths are, like, just like, oh, more. And yes, you guys eat to the awkward amount of full to where you're like, okay. It's like you guys know you wanted to go back to the dock, but it's going to be difficult. You might need a wheelbarrow.
I felt comfy bed.
Auntie probably is going to fall asleep in the chair. Look, she's full and happy.
I'm gonna go back, grab my comfy pillow that I'll probably put down somewhere, and then go, saunter back to my room and be like, you know what, kid? This is great.
It's good to have you back. And he gives you a hug before you go into your room.
Yeah. Hug. And as soon as she gets to a bed, she's just gonna flop on it, be comfy, fetus position, curl up, and be like, this is nice.
Okay. You guys wake a couple hours later.
What? Where am I? Oh.
You find yourself, passed out where you were. The kid is, Auntie, you notice because you're right there. The kid is just watching TV, kind of like on a low volume with subtitles on. Oh, you're awake. I think I heard. I think I heard a floop upstairs. I'll go check to see if she's up. And you see the kid run upstairs.
I'm gonna go saunter over to the TV stand and watch as I wait for them.
Yeah, Scales, you wake up.
On me bed.
Yes, you're on your bed.
Good, good. Yeah, I'll get up.
Yeah, you from your window you see like the crust of dawn starting to appear. From your room position, you would see the void from here as well.
I'll just like shut my window, like if there's curtains or something. If not, then I'll just quickly look away from it. And just
Surprisingly,
saunter
there's no
downstairs.
weirdness when you look at the void.
That is good.
No squirming inside or nothing.
That's good.
Maybe all that food you ate just, suffocated it for now.
Nice.
Satisfied the void. See, the void's also in a food coma right now.
Yeah, I'll still make a point of, not looking and
Yeah.
go downstairs.
As soon as you open up the door, the kid is just standing like that awkwardly close distance.
Oh, hey. I'm up.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Auntie's awake too.
I should be asleep a bit longer.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
He
good.
grabs your wrist and he starts like heading downstairs.
Okay,
You're like, "Ah!"
okay.
Kid has all the energy.
Oh, yes.
And you come downstairs to see Auntie just kind of like half leaning against the back of the chair, like sort of standing up, but she has that kind of weird angle, just half zombie.
We've all been there.
Hey, Auntie, I think we're going somewhere. Imagine I'm just being dragged away.
Oh, wait for me.
No, he just took you downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured as Speedy was going, he was going to drag me out somewhere. Fair enough.
Are we going back to Hosdock?
Yeah. Yeah, we should.
Yeah, and
Oh.
he starts heading out the front door.
Okay.
Scales in tow.
I turn off the TV before we go.
Yep, he puts on his little sandals and he starts going outside.
It's all good.
You're just a ball of energy, aren't you, kids?
Well, I mean, I feel like I've just been waiting a lot for the last few days. I got so much energy.
Just maybe not pull my arm off, kid.
Oh,
I need an
I'm
arm.
sorry. Hey, let's go.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm excited too.
Here. We're probably going to take a while before we get that much energy. How about once all of us are awake, we'll do something you want to do?
His eyes go wide for a moment as he starts contemplating what he wants to do. And just, you can tell the wheels are turning. And he's
Yeah,
just kind of silent and just kind of trailing behind you guys at that point. Because he shifted from like active body to active mind.
See? Now it works for all of us. He's able, we don't have to run to keep up with him. And he's busy.
But eventually you guys do make it to the entryway to the infirmary.
How are the two doing?
You enter inside and you see Doc over a Kestrel. And he seems to be injecting something into his IV line. And he kind of looks over his shoulders. Oh, no wonder I got some sleep.
Yeah, we kind of dozed off after dinner.
That's fine. I was just about ready to try to wake your one friend. And he finishes injecting the stuff into the line. He's like, should be any moment now. And he just kind of goes and sits in a chair, opens up like a bound journal, and he begins writing notes in it.
We really should grab clothes for the two of them.
Oh, I can do it. And he just, before you can say anything, the kid has like the door slams open, or it doesn't slam open, but because of like the automatic close part, it just
I just managed to go and be like,
Kinda
no.
shakes his head.
And I just goes like, oh, hang on, just wait. Okay, he's gone. Never mind.
I mean, it's convenient, but also he's so quick to the draw.
Yeah. Can't blame the kid. I just merely wanted to see Kestrel go out in, hospital gown, out in the public, as it were.
Well, I mean, we all did it, but we had the convenience of night.
Exactly.
And Kestrel, you begin to come out of the darkness with that, murmuring going on.
So how do I feel?
Not bad. There's a little grogginess as you begin to open up your eyes, but like once they open, you feel clarity you have not in a while. So go ahead and under the section, go ahead and add 2 skill proficiencies.
Okay. I'll do perception and
And the other 2 that are sitting and talking, you do notice some stirring coming from Kestrel's bed.
Before we address it, let's see if we can bait it out longer and see if the kid will make it.
I was gonna say, shall we pretend that I've been here for like ages just waiting?
I need a stealth check.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes.
Yes. I love RPs. No, not Chinese. They're
Natural
great.
20s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So Kestrel just kind of stirs up. Oh gosh. Okay. So he looks around. Everyone else okay?
Oh
You
Jesus.
guys see,
Hmm?
you see him sitting up.
Cool. He's back. Oh Jesus, about time, Kestrel. I've been waiting like 3 months for you to wake up.
He's like trying to regain it. 3 months. Oh wow.
Yeah, you should see how much the boy's grown.
Oh. She's just like a little like a shell shock. She's like, okay, I just woke up. 3 months may have gone by.
Despite 3 months going by, your body feels pretty, feels light, feels nice.
Yeah, he's kind of like like just kind of rechecking everything. Like kind of like stuff on his shoulders and whatnot. Do I see the doc at all?
Yes, he is currently sitting in a chair writing something down. He's just kind of quiet during this whole ordeal with Scales and Auntie.
How am I, doc? Am I alright?
Just give me one moment. I gotta finish writing this.
What about Stone? Is she okay? Like he's looking around for her.
You do see one other bed that has a figure in it laying down. You could assume by its height, it's probably stone.
Okay, that's good. Charles, is he okay?
Excuse me.
Yes, he is currently resting in the other room.
I'm glad. Yeah, you guys look good. Wow. Have I been asleep this whole time? Wow.
Yeah.
More or less. I mean,
Yeah.
we woke up before you.
Yeah. I mean, we've had good food. The kid's grown. You just see the kid. It's right. He's growing fast, but still pretty good. Yeah.
Like, it only took us a couple of weeks to wake up, but it just took so much longer.
I was like checking his face. He has like a bunch of facial hair or something like that. Like.
Oh no, I shaved it. Don't worry.
You have none.
Oh, we weren't going to leave you indecent.
Kestrel. In fact, you've never shaven. If you think back, since you woke up, you've never had to deal with facial hair.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, I don't know. I don't think I ever shaved before.
He's bald forever.
You think about it, and you're like, oh, Goliath. Oh, they don't have facial hair.
That's right. Yeah, Goliaths don't have facial hair.
Yeah.
Says it out loud to himself.
Just Auntie lamenting her having to shave almost every week.
Oh yeah, actually, thanks you for reminding me, because that would have passed. You have reached that mark. Yeah, you've gone another change.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, sorry. I almost forgot about that. Literally, the days that you guys were in the hospital, sorry. That would have happened. Yeah. You are no longer Uncle Auntie. Your auntie.
Just checking. It's like, huh, still gotta shave.
Ugh.
Very indifferent to the changes, honestly.
And the doc finishes his little notes, stands up, um, and he kind of looks over at auntie. Did you say any of this out loud?
Yes.
And he just kind of looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, that's another one. Your whole group is weird. Okay, let's see how you're doing." And he begins like, gives a thermometer to your mouth, gets your temperature, heartbeat, blood pressure, all that. It removes the IV from your arm. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling kind of, yeah, dogs.
I'm feeling dogs.
Feeling a little doggy, yeah.
That's a very unique sensation. How would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how dogs are you feeling?
But I'm feeling a little clear-headed. Body feels okay-ish. I'm a bit surprised by that.
Yeah, some of the wounds you sustained healed up much quicker than expected. Same goes for all of you. Which reminds me, would one of you be willing to give me a hand with Stone? I need to check her back again.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What do you need done?
Um, it's not too difficult with the assistance, but you guys kind of move her to her side. And he kind of pulls back the bandages. There's definitely large marks and stuff from where the shrapnel of rock and fire really fucked up Stone. I'm definitely gonna leave us some pretty nice scars, but it looks surprisingly well. Like it looks like she's pretty much good to go.
I have a question. Scale to 1 to Bard, how sexy are these scars?
I mean, for a bard, probably not. For a barbarian, you're definitely gonna get some free drinks and some girls and guys.
And Stone.
The kind of because of the armor, there is almost like an X shape on it.
Stone. Stone.
She's sedated, but she does seem well enough that I should be able to wake her up. He kind of like gives like a quick check over her, and then goes over, grabs a different syringe, pulls some liquid into it, goes over to the line and injects it into it. She should be waking hopefully soon. Just give it a few, and the new medication should kick in. Why don't you guys let me know when she's awake? And he kind of leaves and goes through the other side to entry.
Oh, and on the side, Doc, I wanted to talk to you, and I'll just quickly follow.
You follow him.
Yeah.
And at that moment, dude, the door opens again, and Auntie, you see the kid come in. And Kestrel, you see the kid come in, and the kid looks very different.
Oh, wow. Jesus, kid, you sprouted.
Oh yeah, that's what everyone keeps saying. Here, and he puts the pile of clothes on the ground, like one of the free beds. He's like, I didn't know what you guys wanted to wear, so he grabs like half the pile, and he like plops it on your bed. And there's a few different, clothing. There's like shorts, like you guys got various outfits at the store, so he basically grabbed like a few different types. Not your suit though.
Very not. Am I good to change, Doc?
He's not in the room anymore.
No more. Okay. Wow, kid, like 3 months and huge.
3 months. He looks very confused.
That's what what's called scales and Auntie said it was. Been asleep.
I'm gonna have to roll for him. Catch is odd. No, you guys have only been asleep for a few days.
Oh, he just like looks at Auntie. Funny.
Now here's the question: which is more believable? And I just
The
say
kid
that.
is.
The innocence of a child compared to Auntie.
Yeah.
You say that, but look at the kid.
Also, Jesus, kid, now you're even taller than I expected.
Oh yeah,
God.
Doc says I'm growing really fast.
He's just he's just like kind of like, I assume he has migraine at this point. He's like, oh, it's a lot to process.
And I just laid over a scale. See, now it just makes everything.
I was gonna say
more
Scales is.
Scales isn't there.
That was a
Yeah.
doctor, remember?
Scales, where'd you go?
I'm gonna go change. I'll be right back, guys. He
Oh,
grabs,
and he just kind of pulls the curtain around the bed.
he just basically gets like a jeans, t-shirt, that kind of stuff.
Too easy. But you get dressed. And Scales, we're gonna go ahead and cut over there. Do you want a private talk?
Not private. It's
Okay.
fine. Everyone knows it.
But you get in the room. You do see a few of the Pico pets flying around.
Oh, nice. They're back.
Actually, no.
Oh.
These are all fake.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I miss the guys.
Yeah. I miss peepers.
Yeah, he has, basically, after you notice that, or he says that, he points towards the desk, and you see a contraption of sort, and you do see kind of like a light fixture moving around.
Oh?
Yeah, it just makes those projections.
Oh, I'll have to get myself one of those.
It's the only one that exists. Me and Bill built it last year. We thought it would be a fun little, technology to give to the people, but it's no way to mass produce it yet. But anyways, as he walks by, he pulls back a curtain, and you do see Charles, who's he's on a bed, and it's completely surrounded in plastic sheeting. And he kind of looks over at some of the equipment that is running, and okay. So what did you want to talk about?
First of all, is he out for the count?
When you say out for the count, what do you mean?
Can he hear what we talk about? Or understand what we're talking
He's
about?
pretty heavily sedated.
Cool. That's good with me. You wanted me to tell you if I had any more with, tentacle octopus.
As soon as you say that, he raises a hand, hold on one second. And he goes over to a cabinet, opens it, rummages through a few of those bound notebooks, and pulls out one. And on the front of it just says Scales. And he opens it, and he's like, continue.
Figured you'll have a book about me.
I have a book about all of you. You're a very, very strange subjects, each and every one of you.
Yeah, whilst we were trying to search for the fins, I had a couple more, episodes, but these episodes were a lot worse in comparisons.
Describe them.
Oh, they both involved me almost passing out. I never actually did pass out, but it was close. But instead of the full-on, fall down, tired, wake up, do something weird, this was more like the entity was taking control instead. It kept saying to run, go to the void, all that jazz. But there's it was the second episode that was more, interesting. We found that
more auditory cues, and you say a lack of control. Okay.
Yeah.
He just begins jotting everything down.
Yeah, it was actually trying to hack into my own body and try and control me. It never did, and I will say that it never did, but I feel like it
Anything
became
in
close.
particular you feel may have triggered this?
Yeah, it's
Stress, anything?
well, we were all pretty stressed. But I mean, the first
Pencil begins moving again.
first incident, I was having an argument that got heated with Kestrel. But I mean, we were all stressed. We were starving. We, almost died multiple times. We stank to all hell. The second time, though, that's when it got interesting. There's this room where he found a bunch of those orange mushrooms. The room kind of resembled what we found at you know, the laboratory that we mentioned when we first came here?
Yes.
Yeah, it was basically a big storage room. We found some explosives, some notes, and there was these jars in the back. One of the jars had a I don't know, I can only describe it tail, maybe a tentacle. I'm not entirely sure what it was. But the moment I saw that, it felt like it, I felt like it wanted to take control and it wanted me to combine with the tentacle tail fin.
Like the pencil stops, and he just like his head slowly looks from the notebook to you with an eyebrow raised.
And
Interesting.
it
And
never
he begins
did.
writing it harder and faster.
If it helps, that it never did. So, yay me! I do like a fake cheer, half-hearted.
He continues writing. Pause. There's like a couple second pause before he goes. Sets the pencil like in between part of the pages, closes the book, brings it up to his mouth. Like you can still see his head, and he's just pausing for a moment.
Yeah,
And he sets it down in his lap and looks at you. He's like,
then is
"I'm not going to lie, Scales.
mhm,
You all bring more questions than answers. I
mhm,
know you all come from a world that seems foreign to us,
mhm.
and the best I can say is maybe this is a part of that, where it's all in your head. I know there's some signs to show that something is going on. Bill made an account of the weird sigil symbol that was on the beach, but I'm a scientist, a doctor. I I'm lacking of a lot of hard proof.
I mean,
But
mhm,
there are many things I can help treat. And he kind of goes to a cabinet and pulls like a pill bottle out. He's like, I want you to try taking these twice a day, one at
mhm,
night, one in the morning. Try
mhm.
to do it after a meal. This is normally used to treat certain psychosis. There should be no major adverse effects, but maybe we can learn something if you try this.
Um, yeah. There was this other thing as well. Again, this part may seem foreign to you, but it's all gonna come in the report, I imagine, later. And long story short, there was this mushroom person, friendly mushroom person, taught us about the history and what the goings
Raises
on.
his paws. He goes over to a shelf and he grabs a notebook. There's no writing or label on
Yeah.
it. He opens it up to the first page and he begins writing again.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long one.
Do you just describe everything?
Yeah, I basically described what happened and how the mushroom person didn't know what the tentacle fin was.
So, and these mushrooms and he points to a container, a glass container that
Yes.
you see some of the orange yellow mushrooms.
Yeah, it produced
Interesting.
those.
That would explain the interesting reaction I found on those so
Yeah.
far.
The mushroom person seemed to take a really good liking to Stone, so that's why Stone knows all the more information than what even we do.
Yeah, he sets the pencil, has a new pencil in that book, closes it, sets it on Scales' book. He just kind of rubs a bird dip on his nose. He's like, I need some coffee, some breakfast.
Yeah.
Why don't you go back and we'll cover more of this when Bill comes.
I was also gonna ask.
I'm a mortal man. I need some coffee.
Fair
And
enough.
he just stands up, walks over to the door that leads to like the hallway that leads over to the other place, just opens up the door and kind of gestures you politely to leave.
I will leave and go back to the others.
After like you guys are sitting in the room, it's only a few minutes before the side door opens again and Scales comes out.
Hey. Doc's gone to get some coffee. Charles is doing
Okay.
okay. He looks a bit messed up, but he's doing okay.
Yeah, just as a description for Charles, like he was resting. He had like the doctor, hospital gown on,
Mhm.
covers over top of him. He had an IV and a couple sensors and stuff kind of hooked up to him. And he has like some medical galls, basically like on the side of his face that was really messed up. But overall, you seem to be resting peacefully.
Glad to hear he's okay. That's awesome.
And Stone, since you weren't here, I'll go ahead and redo this a little bit. As you're in the nothingness of the sleep, coma, whatever you'd like to call it, you hear a voice. A familiar voice. That of the dealer. Ah, wonderful. You survived your first hand. And on that, you must reap your rewards. So first, you have one choice. So, Stone, Moose, you have another choice token.
Okay.
You may also draw from the deck one chance card.
Just draw one of these?
Yep, just select the draw and then just choose one. And let everyone know what card you got.
Do I just click it?
Well, if you click on the card above you, it'll bring up all the cards you have.
The black hat?
Yeah. And with that, you begin to stir awake. Your head feels very clear, even though your eyes are kind of groggy as they wake up. You are feeling some soreness on your back, like, you know, you just got done doing like a serious workout. But your head is clear. Clearer than it has for a while. So, real quick, on your character sheet, remember where you had the ammo and stuff? Go ahead and create a new one for proficiencies and choose 2 proficiencies. Skill proficiencies, that is. But you are waking up, and the rest of you do begin to see Stone start to stir.
Yeah, I do that Mushu thing where like I live, just like slowly going up.
Hey, Stone, you're back. Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, yeah, I'm here.
It's been 3 years.
Oh, shush.
Stone, as you feel and you see the kid run up and like give you like a side hug while you're laying there.
It's
The
only
kid
been a couple of days.
the kid looks very different. The 6-year-old kid who looked 8 now looks like he's probably around 12 or 13.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at Castro and then look at Stone. Yeah, who you believe more, 3 years or 3 days?
3 days.
And for your reference, since you have not seen it, see that?
Yep. Looks
Yeah.
totally Damon-esque.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Fair
To
enough.
be fair, the other 2 that died also looked very Damon-esque.
Either way, it was all flow Damon. You know?
Yeah. It's almost like I set that up.
I give the kid a good squeeze.
Yeah, he squeezes back with almost equal force. Well, not stone equal force, but pretty nice.
I'll take it.
How are you doing there, Stone? You alright?
Yeah, how am I feeling? Aside from the clear head.
Again, like it feels like your back is sore. You currently are in a hospital gown. You have an IV hooked up to your arm. But other than that, you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, a sore back. I have some kind of tubey thing on my arm. But while I'm saying this, I'm like just giving like the kid like a little wiggle. I'm like, while Stone's hugging him, like. Ee.
Yeah, he currently has a couple braids on his bang, and his hair is kind of pulled back into like a ponytail. Oh, I got you clothes, and he runs over to another bed, and he plops like a pile of clothes on your bed.
Right.
Wait, you're saying these aren't clothes? It's just like pointing to the hospital gown.
No.
The kid says that, just a man voice. No.
No, he does not say anything. He's just excited that you're awake. He's just kind of sitting there with a big old grin on his chin, and he's kind of looking at you, looking at Kestrel, who's now awake, Auntie, and Scales. He just seems like super happy.
I was gonna say
Can
easy
we all
there,
agree
kid.
on something real quick?
What's
yeah.
that?
Please don't leave me behind again.
I promise not to try. Or I promise to try not to.
Kestrel just gives the kid a hug.
He hugs you back.
I think that wasn't our
That makes
choice
sense.
last time.
Well, next
So
time
has-
I won't give them a choice.
Oh. Also, Stone has.
Teaching me how to punch, so I'll just do that.
There you go.
Punching is fun.
Honestly, in all honesty, he's probably the best of us all.
Well,
Stone hasn't let go of the kid yet.
What did you say, Stone?
Stone hasn't let go of the kid. Is he trying to break out? That's his breaking out sound.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ah.
he does have a slight crack to his voice now, every once in a while. I would replicate it, but I love my throat too much.
Well, you just did.
Yeah, just that's all I'm gonna do.
Ah, screw it. Let's do a big old cuddle pile over here. And just, I'm gonna hug in like with Stone and the kid. And anyone else.
This was already there, so yeah.
Yeah.
Stone, that's a bit much. Your back's starting to hurt.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
yeah, we're back up.
It's okay. How about one at a time?
Well, I already had mine, so I
Oh,
stepped
oh.
back.
That's fair.
I hug Stone.
I give Kesha a little wiggle, like ah.
Yeah, I was really worried. You guys all came in here and you were injured and passed out. You guys weren't moving, and you guys all really smelled bad.
Yeah, eating nothing but mushroom and brown water will do that to you.
Yeah.
Oh, it made you stink by eating it?
Yeah, see, there's no baths in the cave, so we had to go with our baths for a few days. I'm just gonna give Kestrel just the eye, like, no.
Give me a charisma and insight.
Yeah.
Okay, so wisdom. Okay, let's see.
19.
Yeah, no. Kestrel, you don't get what the gist is.
Yeah, it's just like it's a very bad diet, and like diarrhea is a thing, and yeah, we all had it.
Yeah, they're all
Oh,
eating.
that makes sense.
No.
You guys did kind of smell like poo.
Oh, that was all them. I was fine.
Chat yourself.
Yeah, actually, no. Like everyone else, but Stone was the one who did not like.
Oh,
Sick.
that makes sense. Especially Auntie. Auntie, you. Oh,
Kestrel.
You
Stone
should
does
Kestrel.
laugh at that.
Kestrel, you were just as bad.
Yeah, I did not feel good whatsoever.
Yeah, it was also like the second night you guys were resting, you made a big mess in your bed.
Skill's just gonna burst out laughing. Yeah.
I wanted to talk. You had to clean out your whole suit.
Oh, it's like just looking at you all, just kind of like thinking back to the hugs he gave you. Like, well, I'm glad you guys are better.
You're lucky, Kestrel, that my teeth are only nubbins at the moment. But they'll be back.
Numb him to death.
I'm just gonna look at Auntie and then look at Kestrel and do like the biggest, like, the anime evil smile. Just like,
With two snake teeth nubs, just.
I just like go over and be like, ah.
Do you actually bite him?
No, I'll purposely use the gummy fin.
No, I'm asking, are you going in for a bite?
I'm going in for a bite, yeah. Let's do that.
You see Scales go in for a bite at you, Kestrel.
I try to dodge out of the way.
Okay, let me just get a strength versus dex.
Okay.
4.
Beat that. That beat.
That'd be
Yeah,
20 with
you
my
go in
proficiency.
for it, and he just kind of like sidesteps it and pushes your face out of the way. You do it again, he just keeps doing it. Like, it's just, no, he's dancing around you.
I imagine it's like the kid where you just hold their head and they keep trying.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like a strength hold back. It's more just like push her out of the way.
Well, the good news is my arm's feeling better.
Just not even looking at Scales and pushing her away.
Yeah.
Yeah. She even pauses for a moment and then tries again from like behind. He just sidesteps. Hey,
okay.
alright, stop messing around in my goddamn office.
Sorry.
Yeah,
As
Kestrel,
the
stop messing
door,
around.
like, opens. No,
Oh,
no,
wants to
you
bite me.
sit. As he looks at
Okay.
you, Scales.
Okay, I sit. I just sit. I just
Now.
sit where I stand.
You just sit on the floor.
Yeah.
No, in the chair, you child. Are you?
Okay.
And he just walks past you, goes over to Stone's bed. How are you feeling? Sore?
In the back. Hi.
Don't worry. I got some ointment that will help heal up a little bit more. It's doing good. You probably have a nice new scar to match all the other ones you have.
I
And he,
can see it.
gets out a thermometer. Checks your
back.
blood pressure. Checks your heart rate and all that good stuff. So, how you feeling besides sore?
Clear-headed
Okay.
and not tired, hopefully.
Was that?
And not tired, hopefully.
You're not tired.
Stop it, right?
Huh.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's, I would like to call it a miracle, but from what I've been studying, it probably has to do with those mushrooms.
Yeah, we got a huge story to delve into. When is Bill gonna get over?
I
Okay,
actually
see you
just
around?
rang him. I just rang him. He'll be coming up from his house here shortly. He was leaving in 5, so probably, I mean, judging by how far he lives away, maybe 45 minutes-ish, hour, depending on how long it takes. I'm sure the two of you might be hungry.
I was about to literally say that, actually, yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I can eat
Yeah,
everything.
he looks over at Auntie, Scales, and the kid. Why don't you take him home and get him food and bring you guys back? Actually, me and Bill can just meet you there. How about that?
Okay.
For sure, May.
Good news with that though. All the food is cooked right now.
Yeah. Oh, and he like grabs Kestrel by the arm. Oh, we got food, and he starts like pulling you. Oh, Auntie, and he runs over and grabs the curtain around your bed and closes it, and it looks at everyone to like look away.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, Auntie, you just got the curtain closed on you.
Oh no, not Auntie Stone. Sorry.
Oh,
My bad.
I was like, oh, hey, wait.
What's happening now?
No, it's close so you can change.
I just
I'm sure he's telling.
I imagine the curtain closed and Stone says from the other side of the curtain, Auntie, take that.
That's actually really funny.
And something like, what? Like, so I was like, wait. No, someone's actually gonna follow you guys. They got the curtain on their face.
Hey, Doc, do you have a spare piece of paper and pen that I can borrow?
Sure. He gets you one.
Cool.
Yeah, did you burn our books and everything?
Yeah, I forgot to ask. What happened to all our stuff?
Burnt, cindered, gone.
I burnt most of it.
What about the pages, though? Did you keep those?
I do have some of those, but they are in quarantine right now.
Okay, that's
Just so I can continue to study the effects. There was some dark fungal debris on some of your stuff, along with some of that orange pollen. So
Yeah.
it's going to be in quarantine for now until I get the full grasp of everything that is happening, to the best of my ability.
Hey.
That's
It's really-
fine,
Auntie, can you draw the tentacle in the jar fin? I don't think it's a good idea if I draw the tentacle in the jar fin.
Fair point. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
it was-
take.
It's pretty
Just-
simple. It's just a tentacle with no suckers.
Yeah, you do a great rendition of it.
Cross shading, everything.
I'll just like fold a piece of paper afterwards and then give it to the doctor. Yeah, that's what a finny looks like.
Okay. The kid goes, "Are you finished, Stone?"
Almost. Outfit wise, I'm gonna look for something that kind of gives my back a bit of air.
Sure.
Tunic.
Other than that, I just grabbed the first pair of pants I could find.
Sure. Too easy.
No, I hope the kid got from the actual closets we need.
I mean, yes, these are the clothes that you guys picked out previously.
Okay, because I just want to imagine the kid just grabbed all of our clothes, threw them in a pile, and she's trying to put on Scales jeans.
Oh no. These are specifically Stone's clothes.
yeah.
No offense to Stone, but I don't think she could get in Scales' clothes.
No offense. She would literally like take a step forward or like reach for something and flex out of them. Yeah, but you get dressed. You guys are ready to go,
All right. Let's get going.
and the kid kind of first one out, like, yeah. Oh, we got so much food ready. Scales and Auntie ate some of it, but there's plenty left.
All right, cool.
And they
The bacon lasagna left.
wait. They ate some, but they didn't eat more.
Well, there was like food for like the last week, so there's a lot of food. And me and Mrs. Doubtfrost, like, we kept making lots of meals because she was trying to teach me how to cook, and she's so used to making food for, like, families that I ended up with lots of extra.
How was about Mrs. Doubtfrost anyway?
She's good. She got scared the other day, when you guys made that giant crater.
Yeah, I imagine that might have freaked out a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. What did you guys do? As you guys are like walking towards the house.
We used a murder box.
Oh. He like leans in over to Auntie. What's a murder box?
It's a box that explodes.
Was it filled
Yeah.
with spark powder?
I was literally about to say it was like these chunks of spark powder that we found in the caves.
Oh wow, like it's a big hole.
Yeah, like base. I'll walk you through it again. You know, like we
Yeah,
kind of.
you guys tell them the story of Stone's daring toss.
Mhm.
Stone and Castro, do you guys lead, or Stone? Do you make mention of what you saw?
She waits for them to like finish.
You leave
talking.
that part out. Okay.
No. She waits for them to finish talking, and then she'll like say something.
The sad thing is because Kessel doesn't know it yet, right? So
Yeah.
he's just like probably praising Stone, like, and her, with her great, courageous thing,
Stone's getting more and more embarrassed.
And basically every time the kid's like, "What's this? What's that?" Auntie is like, just selling it.
Guys,
Yeah. What is this, Stone?
That's Stone.
you guys remember Tori?
Yeah, it's sad that she's gone.
Yeah, we couldn't find her. Like,
I think she was already dead, eaten by the stuff.
well,
Well,
I believe the
she-
term's MIA.
Yeah, so it looks like she's about to say something, but then they keep talking, and then she like stops. And
What is this, Stone?
I saw her.
Oh.
She got caught in the explosion.
His eyes go there's like a brief pause before his eyes go wide.
yeah. I mean, it's amongst the whole group. Like, oh wow, I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
And the
Well,
kid
you
goes silent.
Seeing the kid
Stone
go
feels
silent,
bad.
I'm gonna try to jump and say, well, if she was down there in the explosion, we couldn't save her. I mean, I don't know how far she was, but let's be honest, if she was down there,
Yeah.
we did what we could.
I mean, we saved one person, and you know, if we had to save two people, we probably couldn't save either of them. So, yeah, yeah.
We saved who we can.
Is that what happened, Stone? Was she already gone?
No, she was trapped in like the greenskins den, surrounded by a whole bunch of them. I didn't see her till it was too late, and still feel bad.
That's what kind of pats her on the.
Ow!
It's okay. Sorry. It's okay. It's Stone.
Yeah, the kid comes up and kind of grabs your arm. It's like, well, you didn't know, and you know, even like in the Revengers, you know, sometimes saving the day, you know, there's variables that you don't know, and sometimes can't account for. And you saved everyone else. No one else has gone missing, and Charles is doing better.
Yes, Don was definitely like the MVP of that.
Yeah.
We would have both been
Toga.
dead.
Hold the kid's hand and say, question, what's a variable?
It's something that is something that you have to figure out what it is, and if you don't know what it is, it's just a variable or something like that. I don't know. I haven't gotten to that class yet.
Okay. You
Stone
guys are looking a little confused, like, wait, what?
looks spaced out, like mental static. Just okay. She just keeps holding the kid's
Analog
hand.
noises.
Yeah, Mineral Man uses that word a lot.
I'm just going to like tap, just kind of judge it and say variable. It means like unpredictable, but mostly, as in it's not fixed. Stuff changes, things you can't predict.
I'm just gonna like look at the I know being a bit awkward trying to explain this word variable. Skills is just gonna skip a bit forward, turn around and go, "Hey guys, we got beef lasagna, let's go!" And just carry on skipping on.
Yeah, let's get you guys some food. Just childlike mind quickly disappearing from the tragedy that was just spilled out.
Yeah.
I'm still holding his hand. I'm sure getting dragged. I'm like, wait, what's a lasagna?
Logna.
You know what lasagna is. You had it before. Mrs. Doubtfrost cooked it for you guys once. But this is bacon lasagna.
I love
Bacon probably
lasagna.
hurt, yeah.
You didn't say it was bacon lasagna.
He
Yeah,
did.
you did, yeah, a couple
Actually, he
times.
did.
He totally said it was. We have bacon lasagna. But you guys enter into the house, and Kestrel and Stone, since this is the first time you guys have arrived, the doctor's office smells like very clean, slight disinfectant smell. You know, typical doctor's office. The home smells like home. That's
Nice.
light scent of potpourri in the air. Then you also smell like the remnants of like heated food from maybe you know like the last like 4 or 5 hours. It smells good. Oh, and he continues on into the kitchen and he begins opening up the fridge and he starts like just getting out food and he starts reheating some of it and he just piles the cool stuff onto the table just immediately. He starts pulling out plates. You see a few dirty dishes in the sink. They look relatively fresh. You assume from you know Scales and Auntie. But after a few moments, he has a large portion of just varied leftovers on the table, just waiting expectantly for you two to eat.
I'm sure after, like, his previous, like, diet, the smell of, like, nice food being reheated and, like, salivating at this point, so he's just gonna munch.
Yeah, from field rations to mushrooms and rusty water, like it smells and looks delicious. Like there's a big thing, container of like orange juice. There's a thing of like lemon tea. Like, yeah, it's. Oof. I'm sure you don't even wait until the food is all done. You've already like started
Stop.
making a plate of
Stop.
what's available. Like,
Yeah.
Portioned out. It's like a barbecue. You eat as you get stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like.
Yeah, Stone's already going up.
And Stone's probably already eating from the cold stuff that wasn't heated up yet.
Yep, no.
Look, cold lasagna is good.
Not even like cutting it out of the tray, just hands in like.
It's on the. It's on like in lines to be warmed up. She just takes the entire tray and eats it.
Okay, the first time one of you guys reach into one of the trays with no silverware or anything like that, the kid's gonna slap your hand.
Well, I didn't do that. I was saying Stone probably did that.
Yeah, but the first time it's just no. Mrs. Doubtfrost says always utensils. That's not proper etiquette.
Ooh, that's a
And
big
he
word.
goes and gets silverware and gives it to you guys. And then Stone just grabs a big serving spoon and starts eating directly out of the dish.
Yeah, Stone, you use your eder caps. Well, okay.
Stone's
I'm-
massive approval of the kid's new etiquette far outweighs her disappointment in not eating it with her hands.
Question. Because, like, Casual said eticaps. I know as a player what an eticap is. Does the scales know what an eticap is?
Roll a nature check.
What's nature again? Intelligence, I think.
Intelligence.
Thought so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice.
Nice.
3. No.
If you
Etiquette.
describe what you know about ettercaps, you pretty much know what's in,
Yeah, just describe, like, I know, like, bits and bits. But not
I
a
mean,
lot.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, definitely not eticaps, etiquette. Cut. See the cut part. Eticaps are something completely different.
As this whole conversation is going on, I'm eating tacos with my hands.
One or the other. Use better words, Stone. As he just chows down.
Might just want to say manners.
Yeah, manners.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Manners
but-
maketh the man or woman.
That's smart.
Yeah, but with the utensil. Stop.
But as you guys engorge yourself on a meal well deserved, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break.
Yay!
okay.
Good here.
Dude, it feels like 102 out here.
Okay.
Damn.
And yeah, Damon.
Yeah.
And I gotta use restroom one.
Yeah, me too.
I should probably get something to eat.
I wish I could get something to eat.
You don't got any snacks?
Nope.
Mm. So, what is that?
Eticaps be creepy looking things.
So, for reference, Amiki, how hot it is right now is 38.8 Celsius.
Oh Jesus, no. Just no. I would
Yeah,
die.
I've been sitting out here in the heat just sipping on water and not die.
Maybe not sip, maybe, guzzle. Constantly.
Essentially?
At this current moment, it is, I believe, 13 Celsius. Or 55 Fahrenheit.
Oh, that sounds comfy.
It is also 1 o'clock in the morning, I should say.
That's fair.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Yeah, it's been like a cold, rainy day today. Which is nice because we've had massive heat waves.
Yeah, how we do is it will be blistering heat, and then out of nowhere it'll just start pouring rain. So it's just one of those things where I kind of look forward to the rain because I know it's going to be cold after. And by cold, I mean maybe 75 Celsius, or not Celsius, Fahrenheit, which to Celsius is 75 to 7. That is the wrong way around. 23 Celsius.
Yeah.
Probably the lowest it gets right now.
I think the highest I've had this week was 31.
Gotcha. See, my thing for why I like Fahrenheit is because when it's 102, it sounds like, oh, it's 102 degrees. It's way more than, oh, it's 38 Celsius.
On the opposite end, why I like Celsius is that 0 degrees is 0 degrees rather than 0 being, I don't know, 17 or 18 or whatever the conversion is.
I believe it's negative 30.
You guys, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Huh?
Negative 30.
Oh, wait, is it? What's the freezing point? I forgot.
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 32.
Why is it 32 degrees?
'Cause that's what it is.
Yeah. Whereas for me, 0 is 0. It's just nice. See, and then you see why it doesn't make sense for me when you go say 32 and I'm like, oh, that's all. I'm like, no, that's 0. I'm like, hang on a second.
I agree with the Celsius being 0, but I also agree with Fahrenheit. Big numbers sound hotter. But saying it's 38 degrees or 38 Celsius does not sound hot.
You gotta remember though, to them it does.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, to me that does.
That's like if we said 90. They'd be like, oh god, that's death.
Yeah, it sounds deafy.
I mean, yeah, considering the boiling point for you guys is 100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Fuck, that makes sense. Fuck, that makes sense. Why do we still use Fahrenheit?
Celsius conversion. Yay!
I'm back.
Hello.
Boy, you're the most American person I can think of right now. Why do we use Fahrenheit?
Because we're idiots.
I was literally about to say that, yeah. Because we like to be different.
You gotta remember, we do a lot of things that don't make any sense. Like, why do we have sense? And change.
Because it
Pennies
used to be
cost
more-
more. It's cost literally more than they are value-wise.
This is what confused me like when I visited and whatnot. You guys have like cents, nickels, like dimes and stuff. I'm like, we have pence and we have pounds.
Yeah.
Why do you have these little coins? We have a 20p coin, a 50p coin, a 10p coin, 5p coin. You guys have like a nickel and then
It's
a
the same
cent.
thing.
It's basically the same thing, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
That's
but
not
why
too
do you
far
have
different.
like 3 different names for the fin?
It's just so, you know, in colloquial speak, you can be like, hey, you got a dime?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, do you have 20p? Sorted. Done.
Yeah, but
I
20
mean,
can be a lot of things.
No, it's just a 20p.
I do not have 20 P's.
No, it's 20p.
Why do you want 20 P's? I mean, this is a barbecue restaurant. We give you a bowl.
We don't have the plural.
See, I think it's just because those old coins used to have more value and we just haven't gotten rid of them.
I just like to think it's probably because America just doesn't want to be British, so you decided like at the time when it was all like you know, all spit and stuff and whatnot, you just made up your own words. Like, yeah.
Laura's here.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Laura,
Hello.
It's all good. We be alive.
We're on break, and break's almost over. Boy, I'm probably eating something right now.
Chicken.
Probably. Oh, we were talking about Fahrenheit and Celsius. Because it is 38.8 Celsius here.
I know that's not what a baby editor cat looks like.
I know, but it was cute.
That's a hard cat.
They're not that cute at all. They're horrifying.
I didn't get Cider from it at all.
I am here.
Yay!
Yeah, Ender cats are like spiders, but they walk like humans.
I wouldn't get it.
Well, you see, he's got a bunch of little eyes right in the middle of the forehead.
It's like a spider head and big body with like 4 limbs still, so it's really weird.
Puppy ears. Interesting. I didn't see the little eyes. I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah. That's an Ender cat.
That's not as cute.
Yeah.
Not as cute. I mean, I like the purple.
they're not cute creatures.
No, pretty color. I'll give it that.
So I've had a bunch of DMs, or at least Aeon, the other group, and I don't know if we've had spiders. Have we fought spiders with you, Damien? No, but
No.
the druid transformed into them, though.
Yes.
You're too thankful.
Oh, I'm glad we haven't fought spiders. Whenever Moose the spider, though, I'm like, oh yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Plus, one of you guys gained a fear of spiders.
Ooh.
Surprisingly enough, still moose.
The person who used to become spiders is now afraid of spiders. Oh
You know
yeah.
what you once were.
These are just our tokens, but the where we actually are is the hand. So we have our character tokens there because we were adventuring, so we had to have a group order.
Ha.
Yeah.
So even though we're technically here, we're using this to plan and stuff. Yeah, it's a fun game. We're not level 1 yet, but we have skills.
Still not level
Mm-mm.
Wow. It's like just
He let us have 2 skills, though.
I also gave you guys some cards.
Yeah, we got
Sure.
cards.
Oh, this is not how. This is more than weeks. How long have we been playing this one?
Couple months, but you gotta remember how much of that was just downtime, not doing anything, learning about the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This ain't your atypical D&D game. This is a Damon
Yeah,
D&D game.
You
It's
gotta
not-
remember, if you guys were level 1, that whole situation that you guys just went through would not have existed.
Yeah. It would have been a lot harder.
No, it would have been a lot easier. If you guys
Okay.
were doing the same thing at level 1 with spells, abilities, skills, and all that other stuff, you guys, none of that would have been a challenge really.
He's just nerfed us so we could do different kind of things, make things hard.
You
It's
do
Playing
survival and certain things in D&D, like just rudimentary, like basic survival of just being alive. You can't do because you have to amp up the difficulty so much that it's just doesn't make sense. Because you can have druids who can just create food, or rangers who always know the direction to go, or all the other crazy stuff.
There's a bunch of different ways to make D&D harder. This is the way he chose to do it. Like
Not
there's different
harder,
ways to balance
Just to let
it,
you guys
different
experience
ways-
something that you normally don't.
a different challenge. Yes, it's a different kind of challenge.
I mean, environmental challenges are something that will always pop up in D&D. It's just such rudimentary
Our heroes
survival.
are
Just
much
never
less
happens.
skilled. Our heroes are the equivalent of you and I went on these adventures. We're not.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
We're
but
much closer to
Yeah.
Oh,
a little bit
Yeah.
closer.
we're all here, right?
Yeah, we ready to go?
basically a bunch of cities.
Have fun.
a good moose? Yeah. Okay, we'll be back.
Okay. As you guys are eating your food, and just enjoying life, you guys hear a knock at the door.
Hello?
I'll get it.
I go there now.
Open the door.
Immediately, onto you see up front, you see Josephine, and she like looks over at you. Where is he? Where is he? And she kind of pushes past you.
Is he? Okay. Well, fine.
And
And close the
behind
door
her-
behind him.
And behind her, you see Lori from the food place.
Hello.
You also see Bill, and you also see Jed and Jebediah.
Well, come on in, everyone. Place a couple more plates down.
And Kestrel, as you're eating, and you look over to see Josephine like coming straight at you.
I was like,
I think I'll leave the two of you alone. And I'm just gonna get up and walk off. Just in like a
And she
corner
just runs
somewhere.
up and she's like, I told myself if you ever got out of there, I would make you mine. And she just, like, food still probably in your mouth, like fork still engaging and eating. She grabs your head on both sides and just brings you in for like a big old kiss.
He's really trying like, probably goes with it though.
Are you fine? Are you okay? You guys didn't get my muffin hurt, did you?
Oh no, your muffin was a big hero, big help.
Oh, I told Jed and all the rest that if you save this town, I would rock your world. Let's go, honey.
He totally saved the town. It was all him. Go for it. Have fun.
What? She just grabs you by the wrist.
No.
Are we doing this? Are we doing this? And she just like wipes away a little bit of mashed potato around your mouth and kind of puts it in her mouth.
I'm just gonna
She's
map over to Auntie Karma.
And she's like, "Oh, those mashed potatoes are good. Grab the plate. Let's go." And she just leaves out and gets pulled over to you get past, you see Bill and everyone else as she's pulling you out. She runs by Jed and Jebediah. She's like, don't come home for the next hour or two, as they're going down the street. So for the next while, Kestrel, have fun. See you next week.
Yeah, see you guys next week.
Yeah.
I still have the kids' heads just covering his ears.
He's like poking out like, are they gonna go do the adult stuff?
Alright, see you guys.
See ya.
Bye, have fun, tell you. Oh, okay.
detective.
Frank told me about the adult stuff.
If I could swear, I would.
Alright.
What were you saying, right?
I was like, if I could swear in front of you, I would.
Oh, which swear word? Ooh, Frank always slips up all the time. Is it a good one? As like Bill walks in. So I see Kestrel's doing fine. How are the rest of you guys?
Worried about my child, but other than that,
Just
Okay.
the sword back is all.
Okay. Well, Doc will be over shortly. He's gonna grab some medicine for all of you guys and some ointment for your back. But before we get into anything, and he kind of sidesteps, and you guys see Lori, and she just kind of like walks up, and she has kind of like, she has kind of flushed cheeks, like she's slightly embarrassed, and she just kind of stares at all of you guys, and you see her eyes, they're watering, holding back tears, and she just looks at all of you guys and just does a deep bow, and she says, "Thank you."
Don't mention it.
And she, as she comes up from the bow and immediately starts like grabbing, first she scales by your hand and just shakes it. Thank you, just thank you. And she goes over to Yanti, thank you. And she goes over to you, Stone, thank you. And please to thank Kestrel. I know you guys all have a lot to talk about. It's just I have my husband because of you all. So you feel free to stop by by my place anytime, and I will cook you the best meal I can ever muster at any time. That's my promise to you all. Just thank you all. And she begins like
Stone's eyes
tears.
just sparkle.
Yeah, she, by then, like, the emotions have overcome her and the tears are starting to come.
I am going to, as she's saying, I'm just going to say, under one condition, you let us do the same for you.
Of course. And she goes to like walk away and puts her hand on Bill's shoulder, and he's like, go see your husband. I'll take care of this. And he waits a moment, and the front door closes. He kind of looks, sees that she's gone. Well, so I'm sure you guys have a story to tell me. Probably explaining that giant crater that formed outside of town. So what the fuck happened? Sorry, kid.
Really? Stone's... I think
I have had a week, okay? The earthquakes have been getting worse.
Trust me, you haven't had a week like we did.
I'm sure. I know. I've heard bits, but I would still like to hear the whole rundown from all of you. Spare no details.
I mean, Stone, you probably know more than what we do.
Okay, just let me finish my food bomb.
That's fair, that's fair.
Puts a whole turkey leg in her mouth. Just
As-
a bone.
As this is going on, I'm just going to look over. It's like, yeah, my only claim to fame here is I helped find the explosives. Everything else was sparks.
I'm restless.
Okay, are you guys going to tell everything? Just let me know what details you guys are going to leave out, if any.
I will stress how everyone did not want to open the thing until I forced it open.
I will stress how the thing didn't take me over, and I was being a smart, but I will say like little bits of detail and stuff.
Okay, again, I want to know what you guys aren't saying. Mostly you, Stone, and the rest of you from the other detail.
I'm
I
leaving
am
that to
saying
Stone.
nothing
Oh, what was that? You guys, like three, we talked at once.
Oh.
Is anyone gonna make mention of Tori?
That's not my
Stone
place.
is.
Stone is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once Stone does, then.
He finishes hearing your guys' tale and immediately reaches behind his ear and pulls out a joint. And at this point, you guys do hear the front door open because it takes a while to explain all of this. And the kid the whole entire time is sitting at the couch, like just watching. Like he has like a baked good that he's slowly nibbling on as you guys are just, revealing this grand adventure and the underground system. Bill just lights it, takes like one really big puff, holds it, lets it out. Wow. Okay. A lot to wrap my mind around there. Okay. So Mushroom Man. Okay.
Yes, I bit his finger.
So
I ate his finger.
we're definitely gonna send some people down to see if we can locate that storehouse. I'm sure a few of the guards over the next few days might be able to track it down. At this point, Doc has walked into the area. He's the person who came through the front door. Doc, I'm gonna have to talk to you about those orange mushrooms. They might keep people safe. Wow, that's a lot. Hey kid. Remember when I had to come talk to Frank and I said adult ears only? Yeah, can you run upstairs real quick? And the kid like begrudgingly like lets out a sigh. First sign of teenagers. And he's
Love
okay.
you as he's just going up the stairs.
Goes up the stairs.
Once he goes up the stairs, I want to have a quick look to see if he's actually up the stairs, Papa.
You look up, and he's like, there's a quick peek. He sees you. He goes all the way upstairs. You hear the footfall going all the way to his room.
Wherever the door
And
closes.
we door slam good.
Okay.
Oh, you talk in front of the kid, but you don't want to talk about what this is?
Well, because we need to have an adult conversation.
Mhm.
First things first. I hope you can trust my judgment on this, but from this point forward, Tori gave her life trying to save her comrades. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
Stone.
He's like looking down, kind of like a slate pouting.
And as far as stories go going forward, I would like you to admit that one part, Stone, and the rest of you. I'll talk to the kid afterwards. I have a pretty good rapport with him now. He'll understand.
Actually, on that topic, I was thinking maybe we could flavor up the story a bit, transcribe it, have it down the records. I was, omit us shitting ourselves. That too.
I think there
Let's
may be a few
consider
things
anything-
to it.
Yeah,
admit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's concern ourselves with the important one.
No, I agree.
Scales.
Mhm.
So you were saying you all saw what Scales saw.
Yes.
When we were tied to the mushroom, yes, we had that all same experience.
You guys aren't feeling that anymore?
I
God,
think
do
really,
we?
really hard. Like I think
Yeah.
of like a puppy dog or something.
You guys are back to your own, isolated heads again.
Yeah. Stone's gonna say. I think we were just remembering what Stone. No, not Stone. Sorry, it's a little fuzzy.
So you
What
guys
Scales
give me
saw.
shit when I fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
but
like
Stone's special.
yeah, it's like I know the dog like is into the whole science thing, but yeah.
Wait, what was Stone gonna say?
Hmm?
Moose, what were you gonna say? You just kind of stopped.
Oh crap! Dang it, you guys. Okay. Oh yeah, Stone was saying that we all had our own memories. We were all seeing each other's memories, and we actually saw what she was talking about, but she didn't exactly tell us. Looks at Scales.
I was gonna tell you the mushroom person just beat me
Just-
to it.
I think
Okay.
the most scientific way you could put it, we all had a sense of empathy towards each other.
And he
Or
just looks up at
empathy?
Doc. And the Doc goes, well, I mean, if it is memories, if she believed it to be a memory, then
No,
I mean,
if,
I'm not a mushroom scientist.
I was gonna say if you do
or-
go to that storage room, that tentacle fin is there, and that should at least somewhat clarify my story a bit. Just may want to be a bit careful.
If it's there, I'm not evolved well enough.
That's the second point. If it is there and it is in the container, please don't take it out of the container.
And if the container's empty, let's run for our lives.
We will not be touching that room until we find it. I will give the description to the guards, and if we do mount a excursion in there, we will take it slow. There's no guarantee there isn't anything else dwelling in those tunnels. I mean, we didn't even know they existed until now. So we're gonna take this step by step. We're in no rush to go invading those tunnels and areas, especially with the explosion that you guys released. We did check the entryway that you guys exit out of, and it's completely collapsed now. There was an earthquake a day after you guys arrived, and it probably closed it. But given that the threat of the greenskins is gone, and we do know that the spore residue that the orange and yellow mushrooms release seems to prevent the necrosis spreading from the blackened fungus, I guess we'll call it for now. Um, we're gonna take this slow. I think for now we should just let you all rest and keep our stories straight. So again, we're not going to be running around saying anything of what you experience, Scales. That's still amongst this circle right here.
Of course, and I'll do like the whole like zip lip type thing.
As far as Tori goes, again, you guys did not see her. She died giving her life towards saving this town.
As this conversation's going, can I actually be taking notes and penning like a rough draft of the story from beginning to end?
Sure, if you want. And Tori and Domir will be honored like the heroes they were. It is a shame of what happened to them, but let's just say the community as a whole isn't all 100% trusting of you all, and the situation seems a little rough. I would much rather this end in a positive note, especially with the disappearances, the earthquakes picking up, and all the other weirdness we've been seeing. The Pico pets disappearing, and more shooting stars as of late.
No,
Just had some impact on the north side of the island. We're gonna have to send guards to go investigate that as well. So, for now, rest. You all deserve it. I'll try to keep the public away as much as possible, but you are now saviors of this town, so a little popularity is something you are all going to have to get used to. For now, yeah, Doc, and Doc begins to, this is for you, and he hands you a bottle of medicine stone with a bottle of ointment. Just keep applying this to your back, once a day. Should help with the healing and the scars.
Wait, one's medicine and one's ointment, or
Yes.
it's just the medicine is.
You have medicine and ointment, a bottle of pills and a bottle of ointment. Pills just take them once per day. These are for you as well, Auntie. And he gives you a bottle of pills, and he gives you a bottle of pills. Additionally, Scales. And this
additionally.
one is for the Kestrel once he returns. That's just kind of to help fight infections and keep your guys' immune system boosted. You guys did go through a lot.
Just to clarify, I have 2 bottles of pills, the day-night one and this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys don't really have to track it. I'm not going to be too concerned about you guys doing it.
Cool.
As long as you guys aren't purposely trying to avoid listening to the doctor, don't worry about it.
No, I will be
Speaking of
taking my
medicine-
drugs.
Speaking of medicine there, Doc, you need to learn how puff puff pass.
Doc looks towards Bill. Who are 2 different people.
Bill, you need to learn puff puff.
Bill passes it to you.
Am I to his left?
So it doesn't matter. Yeah, sure.
I started the passing.
Sure.
Look,
Who you
I have
pass
a rule.
it to?
Whoever's to my left.
Scales, you get past it.
Roll enough to drink, roll enough for this.
Oh, I know, I need to take like good old I smoke of it, pass it on to the next person.
Constitution save.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So you don't freak out or pass out.
Yay.
You don't have one of your coughing fits.
Yay.
And then you pass it, I guess.
Yeah.
Stone, who's probably still eating.
She declines anyway. Just
Back around to Bill. So,
We have manners at our house.
that's that's realistically all I need for now.
okay.
Just take it easy. I informed Lori and Miss Doubtfrost. They'll be bringing by some dinner tonight. We're gonna go upstairs and have a quick talk with the kid. Then we'll get out of here. I'm gonna be assigning Jed and Jebediah to just assist you all. We have a few volunteer townsfolk who are gonna be doing, routine checks around the perimeter, um, keeping things under a little bit tight lock, but they'll be here if you guys need anything, especially if you guys don't want to go out into the public. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I think fresh air might actually do us all some good. We've been
Is-
inside a cave far too long.
I
Agreed.
mean, just try to stick to your backyard for now. If you guys want to, a further out trip or anything, just let me know.
Will do.
I think I might be spending most of our day penning our heroing tale. We're gonna call this one the Ballad of Stone.
Sure.
Please don't.
And he just kind of like puts it out his joint, puts it behind his ear, and goes upstairs.
On better note,
The doc just kind of awkwardly goes, yeah, just if you guys have anything, questions, concerns, just come to my office.
Will do. Thank you.
And eventually you guys hear the door shut.
on that note, I am going to go outside and just like bask in the sun.
Okay. You do so.
Yeah, I miss the sunlight.
I'm gonna find a comfy place to just pen this.
Okay.
Have fun.
Stone Knight.
I get my fill of food, which is a lot. So I'll be eating a lot.
We'll just assume for the next hour you're just gonna continue to munch.
Yay!
Yeah.
Lunch
Those muscles
squad.
need fuel. And after just a few minutes, you hear the kid come downstairs, and preceded by Bill, because he's walking like a normal person. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I got so much to take care of. If you need anything, just let Jed or Jebediah know. I'll be by later. And
Okay.
you hear the door close, and the kid walks up. Okay. So I was told that I had to be a good boy, and I'm gonna just not say stuff.
Yeah, I have to not say stuff too.
Just from wherever I'm riding, it's all about how you say stuff.
Well, I mean, Bill I got it. I get it. It's just like in the Revengers movie. Sometimes public opinion doesn't match what you want it to be, and sometimes you need the hero you deserve, not the one you need.
I'm not
You're-
gonna
I might be mixing up movies on that one, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but I'm also worried. I'm worried our son's gonna become a politician.
He'd be a great politician. What are you
No,
talking
I
about?
don't want to be a politician. I want to be a superhero.
But maybe
Just
a
like all of
politician is
you.
your. But wait. What if being a politician is your secret identity?
His eyes go wide and like joins you over at this table stone and like, oh yeah, and I can wear glasses and just
I prefer
put my hair
sunglasses.
back.
But
Ooh,
your
maybe
hair
a
is already
wig.
back.
Yeah, but you're going.
Fake mustache.
But if you're doing that, kid, you're
I
gonna need like
stole
secret
the
helium.
uniform.
Ooh.
So hear me out. Hear me out here. And I'm just gonna pull the kid close. You have a secret identity in the day. What if you call it Dayman?
Ooh, Dayman.
Darn you right.
Oh, it's just it's like D. Oh, I forgot. He looks like real down. I didn't do what you guys told me to do.
What was that?
I didn't come up with a name.
you're fine.
Oh,
That's okay.
but that's what I could use. I can use Damon.
Yeah, I suppose you could.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, how do you spell that, Auntie? That just looks to Auntie.
This is your choice. Do you go one way or the other? Do you fuck me over or do you?
I am in the garden.
Alright, I'm going to ask you, Damien. Can I roll to remember how different languages would have different spellings of ways? And try find the word day and find a way for it to be, like, fit in? I'm saying this as if I can't roll it. I'm
Give
going
me
to
an
say
intelligence check. Just a generic intelligence check.
because I don't want to accidentally. I don't want to say day man. I don't want to do that. But if I can't think of anything else, I'll do it. 8.
Okay, you understand that yes, there are languages that use different uses, and sometimes names and stuff are rooted in other words, and then they get transformed to be different to be a name. Like Thatcher as a last name, like or Wilson, is Wilson. So you get the concept of changing stuff to instead of what they were to more commonplace names or unique names.
Okay, let's try. And you see Auntie scribbling.
You do all the variations of Damon.
Uh-huh.
Damon? As he looks at the DA. No, that doesn't sound right. And that's just a day. That's just the time. What about this one? And he points to the AE.
Ooh.
But isn't that Damien?
There's no I.
And I look at the
Even I know.
version with eye in it.
Even I know there's no I in there.
I know a Damien. He's one of the kids up the road that is his sister is Shona. And he like scribbles it and he writes Damien. Damien. I
Yeah.
don't want his name.
Yeah, we can't give you none of names. Like Damon.
He's kind of Frank calls an a-hole.
Is this
pets.
I'm sure he's nice if you get to know him.
You
And
know
then I'm
what?
just
That's
marking down I'm
what
marking
Bill said.
down my memory like, don't talk to Damien. Bad kid.
Which
Alright.
one do you guys like? As you see the giant list of all the Damons. Yeah, you like how I keep giving away the choice and giving you guys the options to fuck me? I'm fair. Plus, this is what the kid would do.
This is true. You know my fault. I don't make decisions. I'm sorry.
He goes over to Stone. Which one do you like?
Day man is too simple. Go with the
That
fancy one.
sounds like a superhero name. Dayman.
Go the
Ah.
A one.
And he runs over to you, Scares. What about you? Which one do you use your vote for?
Wait. What are we voting for?
My name.
Kill yourself off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take
Comes
a. I'll just like roll over, take a look. Ooh, I like that one. It has like a squiggly line thing on, and then it's all backwards. That one. The way you spell it.
It does look good. An A and an E do kind of look. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
That's
that one's
what's
backwards. No, one of them's backwards, so it's like
Yeah, like
extra
you just roll
unique.
it. Yeah. It's like the A got rolled over.
yeah.
Okay. And runs back inside.
for me as a player.
I just roll back over, continue sunbathing.
It comes back to you, Auntie. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna tell you what the other ones voted for, because that's the democratic way. But, but,
What?
oh, it's
wait,
something
wait,
Bill
wait.
was teaching me about.
Democrat?
Yeah, I don't know how to spell it yet. Mrs.
Look,
Doubtfrost has been really drilling in spelling, and we've gone over a lot of words.
kid, I'm gonna be honest with you. The weird AE symbol's kind of the coolest.
Oh, AE symbol. What do you mean? Because
Yeah,
right now
it's
it's just an A and an E.
with a squiggly line on it.
Do you redraw it as the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Auntie, you're so good at art. Me and Scales just said it looked like a rolled over E, but yeah, this is way. Oh, it's like a. It's almost like the infinity, but it's also like they're hugging and they're like best. And he just like smiles up at you. He's like, and he starts drawing like other bits on the letters. He scribbles some of them like, I don't like that. Okay. Now I have to officially change his character sheet.
Yay!
No longer Delta.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, Delta's a good name, though.
I'm Damon. Your auntie and your Stone, and Scales is out back, and Kestrel's doing adult things with Josephine. Frank said that one of you guys are gonna explain that to me when I get older.
Honestly, kid, I'm going to need someone to explain what's going on with me, too.
What's going on with you?
I'll explain it to you when you're older.
He just looks. There's just this sudden disappointment as he thought for a moment, and then it's just, oh, okay. Is it also
Add
an
it to
adult
the
thing?
list. We have to make a list of things to explain to you when you're older.
Okay. Maybe I'll find it in one of my books.
Oh god, we should explain it sooner than later.
He goes over to the corner next to the TV, and on one of the chairs, what I haven't pointed out, but is there is an ever-growing pile of books. And there is a like sheets of paper next to it. That if you guys look at it, basically look like homeworks and stuff. You guys might recognize the handwriting from Mrs. Doubtfrost and Bill.
Well, at least he's getting education.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfrost said education is one of the closest things to divinity. Because with an education, you can do anything.
Oh,
The
it's
more
like
you know.
Just do I remember any churches in my past life that did not promote education? I'm still not analoging to the real world where I got kicked out for asking questions.
Not really. Because you gotta remember, learning about religion and the gods is part of what they do.
Fair enough.
He's learning things. It's fine. Just
Sounds like a
little,
much
little hand swoosh stuff.
sounds like a much nicer world, honestly.
Oh, that reminds me. And he goes over and checks the clock. Oh, I gotta go get over to punching time. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere crazy again, okay? No more scary stuff for now.
Don't worry,
We'll
we
try.
won't get lost.
Okay. I'll be back in like an hour or
Bye-bye.
two.
5 minutes
Uh,
after he leaves the house, crazy
Alright,
shit happens.
I'll be back. And just leaves. You might see him like sprinting past the window towards Frank's direction.
I'll wave
Those
him
ones
off.
must really-
He does not even see it. He's full sprint down the road.
Yes,
Those
but
must
this is
be
for my benefit.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, those must be some really good punching classes.
I'm just, as I'm at the window, I imagine I have a cup I'm sipping something out of, and I'm just like, I wonder if I could sign up for Frank's fisting.
Phrasing.
Just don't scale it.
As a reminder, Auntie, you're starting to Jones. You're starting to feel them Joneses. A little bit.
Just a bit of Joneses.
I will say, it's not like the normal withdrawal. Whether it be because you were out for a few days or what, it's very mild. It is something that you could potentially resist, given enough willpower.
I mean, I really should cut back. Do I have any currently?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna try resisting it. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw. No. After like 5 or 10 minutes, you're like, oh god, now that I'm thinking about it, oh, I can't stop thinking about it.
I imagine what I do is I literally just like, that was so nice, watch him leave, walk outside, reach into the pocket where I normally have it, and I'm like, fuck.
Scales, you hear someone come outside and immediately go back inside.
Not paying attention. She's just basking in the sun.
Somehow you've acquired one of those like reflector mirrors.
Yeah.
Oh, sunglasses on your face. You're like,
Nah, she's a snake. She needs a sun lamp. She's just the coolest around it.
It's just nice. Like, she's been out in the sun for so long. Like, she'll probably spend like even longer than what she normally did just to bask it all in. Like, this is nice. I never want to go underground again.
I have a question. How much am I jonesing?
pretty bad.
I need to find something to do with my hands. I am...
Raising
You know what?
I mean, you still have the writing to do. You're not done with that. Especially if you're trying to do the whole tale.
Oh, I don't know if I can write and be Jones at the same time, though. Ooh. I'm gonna attempt.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna sit down, try to write, and see how far I can get before it gets unbearable.
Okay. I mean, you could always use a chance card as well.
Well, I know we just need to talk to the one guys, right?
And if you want to. Choice is yours. D&D, all about choices.
Are we not I just gotta leave. We're not supposed to go outside, right? Is that a hard and fast rule, Stone?
What? Like,
Stone leaning back with just an over obtuse belly, like just.
I was gonna say, can I hear part of this conversation?
No.
I thought so. I try.
she's also not trying to like rest her back on the back of the chair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna peek out the
Yeah,
window.
what?
The front window?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see Jed and Jebediah out there. One of them's picking their nose, the other one's looking at as a lady's walking down the street giving oogly eyes.
The one's getting oogle eyes, I'm gonna call to them.
Jebediah.
Hey, Jebediah, could you,
They both turn it. Yeah.
could one of you, pick me up a pack of cigarettes?
Oh yeah, we can get you some. And they both look at each other. Oh, I'm busy here. And Jed continues picking his nose. And Jebediah looks at the lady. Nah, my entertainment's gone anyways. And he just starts walking towards the direction of the store. Or the shop.
Are you also able to get, cannabis there?
Can
No. Sorry, the smokable stuff. The joints. The crap that whatever gets intoxication.
Oh, that stuff. Oh, no, people just grow that themselves. I mean, did you want to see if Doc has some? I know he has some for municipal uses. Medis. He got some shit to use.
Could you pick me up some shit to use and some I could grow?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I mean, I could ask Doc or Bill if I see him.
If you would be a dear, I would love that.
Okay. He just continues walking. Jeb just continued to pick his nose.
I'm just gonna hang out of the window and pick my nose as I wait.
Sure thing. Jed just completely oblivious to the fact that you're there.
Yeah, I'm just people watching at this point.
Because you are hanging out the window, people are slowing down, pointing towards the window, and like, oh, they're talking to each other.
I'll give a little wave. If it gets like multiple people, I'll probably give a sheepish and head in.
Oh, you're getting some rubbernecking going on. People are definitely stopping what they're doing and slowing down to look and talk. One of them dudes wave back, and Jed goes, get. No, well, get. And no one's listening to him. Well, fine. No one ever wants to listen to me anyway. He just sits down.
I imagine himself the window and said, I was listening to you.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't know you were there. Oh, he grabs it like towards his chest. Oh, thought that was gonna be one of the big ones. Oh, shit. You're like a ninja.
Not quite, but thanks.
And he goes back to he scratches his ass and continues to stare off.
Yeah, I'm gonna head inside and busy myself.
Sure thing. After like a good 30, 40 minutes, you hear a knock on the door.
Yes, and I go up and open it.
It's Jebediah, and he has some tobacco, and he has a small plastic container of like some buds of stuff.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Would you boys like to come in for a drink or something? Or I could bring it to the window, either.
No, I mean, if you can bring it out here, that'd be fine. But we're supposed to stay at our post and only leave when you request it.
Oh, alright then, I'll bring you some lemonade. Sound good?
Sure.
I'm going to busy myself with that then.
Yeah.
Lighting up a cigarette as I'm preparing it.
Yeah.
I'm at to the point where I'm dozing too hard. I'm not going outside for this.
Okay. You start making up some lemonade. It's rudimentary lemonade. You're not a chef. But, sugar, water, and lemon juice is pretty easy.
I'll bring 2 glasses to the guys outside. Here you go.
Oh, God. Oh, I swear, she's like a ninja. Worst guards ever. Oh, thanks for calling me. And they both just sit down and start slipping on the lemonade.
And I'll take whatever's left. I imagine a vase, or what is it? A pitcher? Pitcher. That's the word. I'll take the
What you
pitcher.
put drinks in vases, what you put plants in. Or ashes.
Yeah. And I'll pour some for Stone, and also go out to Scales and offer her some.
Ooh,
Thanks, Arnie. This
lemon
is the
water.
life.
Thank you.
And now that's all taken care of. Back to writing.
Okay. So now, are you going to be doing anything, or are you just going to be have food come on the kitchen table, waiting for the next meal?
As soon as Stone was done eating, she was gonna go try and sit on the couch, her
Okay.
usual spot.
It's too easy. You're sitting on the couch.
Just rest her back on the, It doesn't hurt at all, does it?
I mean, it's sore. It's not like sit back, ow! Like you can put pressure on it and stuff like that. It's sore. It's tender.
Where does Stone go? To the TV?
On
Yeah.
the couch.
At her usual spot.
I'm just. If I see her in pain, can I offer you something, Stone?
I mean, you're not in like massive amounts of pain. It's just, again, your back feels like you just had a really bad workout. Like it's sore, it's tender, but it's not nothing that you're like, ugh. Once you sit down and rest, it's fine.
I'll be fine. Plus I got Nudges towards the medicine and the ointment.
Oh, I was just thinking, because I got this whole bag to myself. Container to myself.
Did he ask if Gale would want some?
I mean, I'm not going to encourage behavior, but I'm not going to stop it. It's more if she wants some, she'll ask. I assume. I don't know. I'm not going to tell her I just bought an ounce.
Also didn't buy it.
I'm not going to tell her just communist an ounce.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. I don't know if it's technically communism. These people just, work and give what they share.
I'm just going to leave it on the counter. If someone takes some, someone takes some.
But so, what are you doing? Just
Watching
resting or
TV.
you gonna watch the TV? Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's too easy. There's plenty of movies and stuff like that. There are a few movie discs inside the house, so there's plenty of you to watch. Have I ever described to you guys the movie discs?
No.
Okay.
No.
They
I just assumed
are.
everything was crystals.
What was that?
I just assumed everything was crystals.
No. They're basically like stones that are kind of like a disc, but about an inch thick. And all you do is you just put it in the box, and movies play.
Yeah, I don't think Stone's seen it before, so she's kind of like,
I mean, you've seen it. It's just I've never described it to you guys.
yeah.
It's like lectures, but
Have
for
we seen
movies.
someone like put it into the?
Yeah. You guys were all given a class and stuff. I've never described it out loud. That was my fault.
Okay.
You know, the kid said that Sonic one was good.
There is Sanic.
Sick. Yeah. So Stone put in Sanic.
It's not bad. There's a couple plot holes in the, thing, but, other than that, you can tell it's kind of designed off of kids. And they make a few references that you don't get. But, it's pretty good.
And gradually, Stone just takes up more and more space on the couch.
At some point, they go to the diner down the street.
Yes, and Tim Terry, a comedian who used to be doing a lot older movies that you saw. This is one of his first bigger roles in a while. He hasn't done too many that you know of, but yeah, he makes a pretty good comeback in this movie. It's pretty solid.
Auntie, I give it a 9 out of 10.
I give it a nice.
And about the time you guys finish with the movie, you guys hear the front door open. The kid comes 4 steps into the house. The door kind of slowly closes behind him, and he just collapses.
I almost thought that was Castro for one more.
No, he's not going back for another week.
Yeah, you can tell both the braids are messed up. They're loose. The ponytail is no longer there.
No, your
He
braids.
is covered in sweat.
I was gonna say, how long has it been since Scales was out?
2 hours.
Okay.
About 2.5 hours ish.
I'll come in
So
on
we
the
had
3
hour
hour
and a half
mark.
left?
Was that?
I'll come
Yeah,
in.
like an hour and a half. Oh, go. Sorry, go.
And I was just saying, I'll come in on the 3 hour mark.
She's so unforgiving. I need a bath. As he slowly starts crawling up the stairs. Doesn't even stand up. Just straight up crawls up the stairs.
I'm
Did
going.
you have fun, sweetie?
She made me do her full workout regimen, and then we wrestled and fought for another hour.
Ooh.
I can't feel my legs.
Stone has sparkly eyes.
I'm going to get up and say, "You just rest, kid. I'll draw you a bath."
Uh, thank you. You gotta walk around him because he's literally like just arms, like just slowly pulling his lower body up the stairs.
I pick you up, but that's part of your workout.
You're just as cruel as her. And he just continues, gets up to the second floor, and just drags over to the stuff. And like by this point, like his robe, his like Greek style robe is almost basically falling off at this point. Like this top is exposed, it's slipping down his ankle, like his waist. That's basically his entire toga is around his hips and knees as he's
It's
slowly
okay.
crawling into the bathroom. And he
Sounds
just
like
kind of
it's
lays there.
okay. He's taking a bath. It's fine.
He just crawls in, just like lifts himself up to the tub, looks in. He's like, "Is it done yet?" As he looks up at you, Auntie.
Is it done yet?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to get the temperature where best to relax muscles. Imagine cold. Is cold good?
Hot.
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 All right, yeah. It's blazing hot. I'm just going to get all the towels set aside for him so he's ready.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
basically naked at this point. You can see his little butt like in the air, like as he's just like trying to like lift himself in, like as he like crawls over the top and like kind of does like a side roll into the tub. There's a little bit of a splash, not anything crazy. You can tell he tried to not flop too much.
Well, if I can, I'm going to just, like, whole arm so he doesn't have to put all his weight in at once and ease him in.
Oh no, he just kind of floops in.
Okay.
Yeah, he has no resistance. Like he's just Toga's
Well.
just next to the bath. He's just like his legs aren't even all the way in it. He's just like, oh, this feels so good. Thank you, Auntie.
Just
I
don't
just-
drown.
and he starts sinking in the water.
I'm just going to grab the toga and just close the door for privacy, but leave it a crack. Just in case he needs something.
Okay.
Yeah, please don't drown. I'm not going to be held liable for that.
I guess we'll see.
No, I'm telling you, I will not be held liable for that.
I didn't say you would.
Who's rolling stuff?
Huh?
Oh. Why are you rolling?
To see if he drowns.
Okay. So what are you doing, Auntie?
Well, I told you I cracked the door, so if he needs me, I can hear. But also, I'm taking the dirty clothes, taking him to wherever we do our clothes, and getting it set and new stuff out for him.
Okay. He has a whole different arraignment of togas and other like kind of like loose fitting stuff.
Toga?
He does have one pair of shorts, but he is completely because his wardrobe has grown since you guys have been left.
Mhm.
And yeah, it definitely seems like he's picked up a certain style.
I'll pick out what seems to be like. Look, I don't know how to pick a style for this kid, so I'm just gonna pick one that seems suitable, and is not too garish.
Okay, one of
Toga.
the light and relaxing ones.
Yeah, I'll just leave that on like the door hinge or something.
Okay. By the time you get back, the kid is almost passed out.
His head above water.
For now.
Alright, I'm gonna come in and say, excuse me?
Yeah.
These good for, clothes?
He doesn't even have his eyes open. He's like, yeah, sure.
And I'm just gonna say that close down. Just keep your head above water. If you need me, I'm around.
Sure. I'll roll that next one with advantage.
Yay.
Okay, I'll make sure. And he like sits himself up.
Yeah.
Maybe I should drain the water a little bit just in case. And he just lets a little water out, so it's not as deep. Okay, that's fine. I'll be out in a little bit. I'm just gonna stretch a little bit, and he starts like stretching in the bath.
Alright, and I'm just gonna, as I go, say, enjoy your bath, Damon.
And he like kind of real perks up after that. He's like, I will, Auntie. Kid looks like he's just a mix between super tired and Cloud 9. So, time passes. Scales. It's been about 3 hours.
I like head back in, stretch and be like, ah, that was good. As I do, I see Auntie and Stone in the entrance.
I'm sure Auntie and Scales are probably
Oh,
on the
Stone.
couch, one writing, the other one writing or watching this thing.
You mean Stone is watching a thing? Scales is not watching a thing. Scales just came in.
I thought I said Stone and Auntie. Whatever. Okay. You guys know what I meant.
I know.
Definitely.
I'd be like,
Could be.
guys, you really need to do some more sunbathing. Get a bit more of some of those rays. It's good. It's good. And then like, Scales is just gonna like head upstairs to her bedroom. And I was gonna say, is there like a railing, like curtain railings and stuff, or is it just like a blank window type thing?
Are you talking about the windows?
Yeah, specifically her bedroom window.
There's blinders.
Okay. I just want to make sure they were way sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's just gonna like,
Also, I must remind you, you've been sitting in the sun for 3 hours. You're probably a little sweaty.
cool. Scales wouldn't know the kid's in the bath.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Let it happen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna like head into the bathroom more now.
I gotta ask, are you doing the lazy teenager, like, get naked in your room because you know everyone's downstairs and go to the bathroom?
Can I roll for it?
Even or odds? I don't know. What do you mean roll for it? I don't even know what to roll for that.
I was just
Laziness? Sure, let's roll for laziness.
I was just gonna roll a d20 and then do 10 above. Like no, like
Okay,
below
sure,
10.
why not?
AC of 10.
Cool. Yeah, lazy. Lazy boo.
Kid is never gonna forget this moment.
Funniest part is, I think her just being used to being around the group too, she wouldn't care either. 'Cause, I
Okay.
mean,
So you grab your towel and your set of clean clothes.
Mhm.
You open up the bathroom, and immediately you see the kid kind of laid out against the back of the tub, and he just looks up, and then there's that moment of recognition where you guys are both just sitting there naked, staring at each other.
Quickly slam the door, rush upstairs, and just hide underneath the duvet.
Yeah, you just immediately, the only thing that you make out is the kid's face just red. And immediately, like, grabs the clean toga that's hanging up next to it and the towel, throwing it in front of him.
Yeah.
So they're just, it's soaked in the water. Like, he just pulls it over, and that's the last thing you see before you just go out the other way.
Yeah. I imagine that you two would just hear the slamming
You
of
guys-
doors
yeah,
and the
you guys
pattering of
both
feet
definitely
upstairs.
hear, like, a slamming of a door and...
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you guys slamming doors up there?
hell, we might have even heard the splash.
Probably a little bit of a splash, too. Oh, yeah, Auntie, you heard the splash and stuff, right?
I'm just there, just like, looking at my paper, looking up, looking at my paper. They're fine.
After you thought the kid was gonna pass out in the water?
I trust him.
Okay.
Fine, you make a good point.
I'm just
More
pointing
in
out something
character.
you were worried about.
No, you're right, that's in character. Fuck. I put the paper down and quickly pace inside.
Okay. You get up to the door. It is closed.
I see it closed, so I'm just gonna creak it open and be like, "You all right?"
I didn't see anything. No. Oh, Auntie. I think I need a new robe. Do you peek in?
Right right now it's literally only open so I can hear. So I was trying to give that much decency.
Sure. But you hear him say that.
All right. Just put the wet ones, hang them up on the rail. I'll collect them. I'll get you some new
Okay,
stuff.
I got him a little wet. Muska.
I'm already gone to go collect the clothes.
Yeah, he's just, you hear him as you're walking away just stammering, like he wants to say something, but he's just coping. Scales, what are you doing?
She is hiding underneath a duvet. Just be like,
Okay.
pretending to be silent,
Did you
like,
close your door when you went in, or did you just close the bathroom door?
and now I probably left my door open and just immediately hid underneath the duvet.
Okay, so Auntie, you walk by Scales' room, and you
Yeah,
just
because I would
hear,
have to
like,
go in there when I get the clothes. Because aren't they sharing the upstairs room?
yeah, yes they are.
So
Oh,
I go into the room and it's like, what? Why is the door? And I just open the closet and I start going through the clothes.
You hear someone come into the room, Scales.
I am gonna pretend to sleep.
You're under the bed, correct? Or you're under sheets?
Under the
Under the
very
duvet, but
obvious,
I'm
like,
pretty, like, you know, like,
you know what?
eh.
Here, let me just try this. Give me a charisma check at disadvantage, Scales.
Yay. 9.
Okay, Auntie, even with your baseline insight, she is clearly not sleeping. Like, she is, you can tell, like, there's a quickened breath. There's tenseness in the muscles. Like, she's not rested under the blankets. Like, it looks like someone's clearly holding them, like, up and over.
Just as I'm walking across, it's like, Scales, are you okay?
Snore, snore, snore. She's actually saying snore.
Yeah. You've heard Scales snore before. This is not how she snores.
So I'm going to do the obtrusive mom thing. I'm going to collect some clothes, put them in like kind of a basket, put the basket on her bed and say, all right, so would you have any idea of why I need to replace Damon's clothes?
Snore, snore, snore.
Oh, that reminds me. Give me a perception check, Auntie.
Damn it.
Because I just realized something that you probably just tossed to the side. Yeah,
For what it's worth, oh, this is just straight perception? Alright.
Yeah, if it wasn't a super high DC, you see a fresh towel and clothes next to the bed.
Gotcha. Want me to set aside a pair of clothes for you too?
Oh, there's already 2 pairs of clothes. A set that looks like the ones that she was wearing earlier, and a new set.
Alright, as I take Damon's clothes, I grab her set, fold them up, and I take them to the bathroom as well.
Which set? Because there's 2 sets.
Well, I'm carrying clean clothes right now. I'll come back for the dirty ones.
Okay. You take the clean clothes to the bathroom. Door still cracked.
I just kind of start crack open. I'm coming in.
You can come in.
Alright, I come in. I set
So
Damon's
there are a lot of bubbles in the bath. As if someone tried to create a lot of bubbles using the soap.
I'm ready.
Looks like you're getting clean there, bud.
Yeah.
Alright, well, here's your clothes, and
He's
here
not
are...
making any eye contact. He is staring at the bubbles. God, why did I have to RP this today?
I'm just looking at him and going, do you need a moment? Scales does want to take a bath after you're done.
I'll be out soon.
Okay, here are your clothes, and don't get these wet. These are her clothes.
I won't.
And I walk out.
As soon as the door closes, you hear the water, like, he's frantically getting out. You hear the plug, the stopper, pop, and the water start draining. And almost before you're not even able to make it down the stairs, he's already like heading out, like quickly. And he just goes out and kind of just goes down the stairs, goes past the living room, into the kitchen, and out the back door.
He just zips right by me before I'm downstairs.
Yeah, like he went.
Does Stones do that?
I see.
I mean, yeah, you probably noticed that.
So seeing that, I'm just gonna go. Scales, the bathroom's free.
Scales is just gonna
yeah,
get into like a normal closure as well, Cal. Like, try, blatantly lying, as you probably already guessed the whole thing, and be like, oh, yeah, I guess I can take a bath, totally, yeah. Quickly walks in, shuts the door.
It doesn't come out that smooth. Not
No,
with that 9.
Mm-hmm.
No, not as smooth, but that's the thing that she's trying to do.
Do it like you probably would be doing it right now.
I don't know.
No, I see through
You
it.
get it. That's cool.
Yeah, I just kind of give like a smile. It's like, don't worry, happens to the best of us. You close aside.
Yeah, as Stone sees the kid just going down the stairs and going to the kitchen, I'm like, wait, kid, where are you going?
He's already out the back door.
Oh. Yeah, Stone.
You think he might have heard a faint nothing as he was heading out.
He's gonna have to take another
Stone
bath
goes to
again.
follow.
He's getting all dirty now. He's gonna need another bath.
Ah, the cycle repeats.
I didn't do this.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I gave plenty of chances to say no.
If anything, I at least had a finger in it.
Oh, let's.
Not a whole hand.
Anyways, what did you say, Stone?
Yeah, I was gonna go follow him, see what's up.
He's just out in the backyard pacing back and forth. Face completely red.
Hey, Damon, you okay?
I'm fine.
Nobody who's fine just rushes out of the house like that.
I needed some air. It was hot in the bathtub. Yeah. I'm fine.
Can I roll insight?
You don't need to. He's clearly not fine. He's flustered.
Stone does go to him. It's like, okay, what happened?
Nothing.
You certainly wouldn't be out here for a nothing, would you?
Oh, I don't want to say.
Is he like clothed at least? Like
He has his toga on.
did he barely dry himself?
He's still very moist. Like his hair is still really wet. Like there's still water like going down his shoulders and back.
Does he have his towel?
No, just the toga.
You didn't even finish drying off.
I can air dry.
You want me to
That's
grab
why
you
I'm
another
walking back
towel?
and forth. No, I'm fine. I'll just. And he starts just moving in a big circle. Like I'll just air dry. And he has his arms out.
Oh, he's so cute. You can tell me. I'll keep the secret. Can I roll charisma?
Sure.
Yay!
I'll even say advantage because he is off right now.
19.
He like stops, still head down, face red. I saw skills naked. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. And Stone's kind of surprised. Like, I mean, you've seen her naked before. I mean, remember when we got out of the tubes? We were all naked then. So why is it different now?
It's just different.
That
And
one.
actually, and he thinks about it, and I never saw her naked. Because if you remember, Kid was basically out of it until you guys got the clothes.
That? Damn. So think about it for a
His
moment.
first experience of all of you guys were clothed.
And then so it's like, oh yeah. Oh. Was it awkward? Embarrassing?
I don't
Maybe?
want to talk about it.
That's fair. You sure you just don't want me to bring you a towel?
I'm fine.
Okay. You just come in when you're ready, okay?
And he immediately like turns to face away from you. He's like, okay.
Mathematical equations means that's just like a just slowly walking back into the house.
After you go inside, he like makes his way, like you can see in the window, he like makes his way over towards the chair, but the whole time he's keeping his back towards the house.
No.
So, Stone, what are you doing? Going back to your movie?
Yeah, but someone isn't like exactly watching the movie. She's just more like staring at the door that Damon went through.
At this point, I'm sure Auntie's back down in the living room.
Yes, I am.
So you two probably enter at, close to the same time or whatever. But you see Stone coming from the back.
So, talk to Damon.
Yeah.
I kind of got an inkling from Scales that they just had an unfortunate mishap, didn't they?
He's certainly not dry. Forgot to towel off.
Oh well. They lived together. It happens.
True. I mean, we were all naked back when we got out of the tubes, but he was also passed out.
This is true.
This is a fair feeling to experience. Is Scales okay?
I don't know. If he's gonna be an edgy teenager, eventually she'll open up.
What about Scales?
I said, I don't know. She's a teenager. She'll eventually open up.
Wow.
Stone has equations going on across their head and goes, wait a second, that doesn't sound like Scales at all.
Who was this person? You're
Just gotta wait till she's an adult. Then we'll deal with the trauma.
Jesus.
No, honestly, that's how it works.
Sounds like I may
Wow.
not be the brightest, tool in the tool shed, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way.
He's out. He's out in the back air drying. just give him some space.
Scales, you have your wonderful bath.
Cool. It's a wonderful bath. Nothing bad
Is
ever
it?
happens. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I will get out of my wonderful bath and find
I have a
myself
question.
Hmm?
How long are you in the wonderful bath for?
That's a... The moment that starts getting to, say, the lukewarm temperature, then she'll get out of the bath.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it wasn't a worrying amount, because I don't want 2 kids to drown.
Nah.
You, I'm not as worried about, but still.
So like 10, 15 minutes maybe.
Yeah, yeah. No, make sure that my
Also,
my scales are all nice and shiny and all good. Make sure my hairs are like nice and floofy. And just like,
As a DM, what do I have to roll to see if like the imagery and the embarrassment has washed over yet? Like, is there a roll for that? Like,
probably
maybe?
wisdom. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
I could argue charisma, but wisdom's probably good.
Damon,
Yeah.
Damon obviously
Wisdom.
failed.
Same
Oh
wisdom.
god, yeah, you're struggling.
Yeah, I figured. I just like pat my cheeks so they're both equally as red. And say,
Luckily, as a Yuan-Ti, your cheeks don't really get too red. They just get a slightly darker shade of green.
that's fine, they don't know that. It's like, oh, good, good. And I'm just like, go downstairs as normal as possible.
Give me a charisma check. Disadvantage.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay. She starts posturing down the stairs like everything's okay. And she immediately trips, skipping like 4 steps. You kind of roll your ankle a little bit. You're like, oh fuck. And
I was gonna say,
you're
do you want me
just-
to do a dex saving throw or do I just flat out fall?
You just roll your ankle.
Okay.
And it's just not suave at all. And it just, you have an air of being flustered or, something's not right.
Ooh.
No, she just stops and it's like,
And
oh
you
shit.
guys both immediately hear that.
I'm just gonna
So it's
look.
like-
Oh, go ahead. What do you want to say, Stone?
So it's gonna be like, hey, you.
As
Hey.
they both just turn to look over for the couch.
I'm
Because
just
mind you, the stairs are right behind the couch. It's like the stairs go straight towards the front door, and then you have the living room to the right of that. Like coming down. So there's a little bit of space, then a couch, and then the TV.
I'm just gonna look at them and go to film my fans and be like, damn it, one day. Hey.
I'm just gonna.
It's them listening.
Did she say out one day out loud? Like-
No, that's what she's like thinking. She can't use
okay.
her fan intimidation tactic.
Auntie, not even really looking up from the paper she's writing. She just kind of says, "Just sort it out before bedtime, and if you don't, my room's free."
I'm good. Totally fine. Everyone's seen me naked. I mean, I shot in front of you guys. This can't go any worse. Yeah.
I mean, that's a weird way to put it, but you're right.
I mean, we have, but the kid hasn't. So I
I
imagine
suggest-
he's a little.
Daggers, just daggers of stone.
I mean, if you think about it, Stone, he'll eventually see it. I mean,
He already has.
What's that supposed to be?
I mean, if we go adventuring, we're always going to be adventuring at some point, seems like. And, well, let's be honest. It's not going to be the last time we shit ourselves.
It better be for stone's
Also,
sake.
it's 2020. It's not gonna be the last time we shit ourselves. We need a shirt.
Damon just needs some time. It's all.
I'm just
Also,
gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Scales is just gonna go into the garden. That's a safety zone.
So you immediately you probably tell as you're walking out, you see the kid sitting right in the chair.
No.
Ah, damn it. I'm just gonna find a seat at the table or something. Eat some
Gil
food.
just awkwardly sits at the table and starts picking at the food that's left out.
Yeah.
And yes, you guys see this. You see her kind of go look at the window and just turn around and go right to the table, sit down and just start poking at food. Like grabs a piece of fruit, puts it in her mouth.
Yeah, they both need time.
I mean, I'm better now than now I'm venturing. If we go out again, I guess.
I was gonna say, was there like an apple or something on the table? Oh, dick. I'd say he's rolling 100s now.
I gotta roll something.
I know.
Yeah. I gotta make a note.
What note do you need to make?
That's for me to know.
Damn it.
That's for the kid to know.
The movie. What are we watching now?
You guys have just had nothing on this entire time.
Yeah, so it's like
Sanic
try to-
has ended. No one put anything else on.
yeah, so it's gonna try and act natural. Yeah, so it's gonna try and act natural. Say, I love this channel, and all you just hear is.
Static has been on for the last like 10 minutes as you guys have been dealing with all this. And with that, we're gonna end it there for tonight.
Fair enough.
So we will see you guys next Sunday for the next awkward Lost Ones, apparently.
We're the awkward ones now. We're promoted.
But yeah, so we will see you Sunday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.